So yeah, anyways, before I started the stream today, I got this. I don't know what my pity was, but yeah. Apparently I got E1 Gepardo. Would have preferred a Himiko or, you know, any other character. Yo, what's up, Cadence Azade? I don't know why I hesitated there. When using skill, increases the base chance to freeze target enemy by 35%. Nice. I wanted to like start the stream with the image of me getting Gepardo because I literally got it like 2 seconds before the stream started, but I tabbed out, and then I clicked back into the game, and it got rid of my image, the image of me getting Gepardo in my normal polls. That was very disappointing. Yep. I don't even know what his skill does. His skill gets me what? What is his skill? I have a 150% blah blah blah. Enemy can have blah blah blah. Additional ice damage blah blah blah. Wait. 65% base chance to freeze the enemy for 1 turn. Oh, so okay, so now I have what? I have 70% base chance to freeze the enemy. Amazing. Too bad I kind of just forgot about Gepardo and I'm building Fire Trailblazer now. Yeah, Gepardo's great. It's just that I need some speed boots on him, and I don't have that right now. Yep. See how he has like fire relics? Yep, that's because I put them all on Fire Trailblazer. Alright, so here's the plan. I'm going to do the last Honkai Star Rail companion mission today for Asta, but I'm going to do Simulated Universe first because that's fun. Also, it's the morning. It's literally like 8:47 a.m. for me right now. So forgive me if my voice doesn't sound like the best thing ever because this is basically my morning voice. And I always sound like this when I just wake up. So forgive me for that. Also, I only have one more skill left. Yo, what's up, Buretica? I was just talking about how I basically streaming it during the morning. I think I might start streaming a bit earlier in the future as well. Like maybe 3 or 4 hours earlier than this. I'm just gonna wake up super early in the morning and then start streaming from there. I don't know what that's gonna do for my voice, but it is the plan at least for now. Why does this thing have a little thingy beside it? What does that mean? It has a. Are these planets? Like, is that a moon circling the planet? That would make sense. Also, I noticed this is actually a 3D model. Not. Is this a 3D model or is that just a JPEG? No, it's still just a JPEG. This is just a thing that. It's not actually turning, it's just like going around and around. Your voice sounds great. Alright, thank you. Because I actually do feel not tired, but that feeling you feel when you're just awake, you're like, what the fuck is going on? Can't really understand what's going on. Also, I have completely finished leveling up my blade. My blade is actually maxed out. There's nothing else I can do other than farm artifacts, farm relics for him. He's level 80. Destruction light cone, his signature light cone is level 80. Traces are all maxed out. Relics are all maxed out. Adelins, I got E1. Information, I read everything. He actually has some really interesting lore here. If you listen to his voice lines about his Mara struck self, apparently he has a special kind of Mara. Apparently, like everybody experiences Mara differently. But his Mara is different. He doesn't remember it. Weird. Okay. That's basically it. Also, I really like his Chinese voice actor. I think I made a great choice pulling for him. Alright. Simulated Universe. Let's go. Wait, I already did this one. I should probably farm this world more though, because it actually has... It actually has relics I need. World 4. It's kind of weird how the different worlds have like different difficulties, right? Because this one has difficulty 5. This one has difficulty 5 as well. But then this one only has difficulty 4. I'm still maxing out my character's talents. Sometimes farming relics, sometimes SEO. That's because you didn't spend as much money as I have. My most priority I cap all of my character talents before a new character come. Yeah, I think the problem with this game, I think I'm having the same problem with this game as I am with having Genshin Impact when I first started, which is that there's actually see, this World 6 and World 5 both have difficulty level 4, and then this one has difficulty level 4 as well. Why is it only World 4 that has difficulty 5 and World 3 that has difficulty 5? It doesn't make any sense. Maybe the later worlds just start off at a higher base, right? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, this is basically the early game of a gacha game, right? Everybody has, like, there's so many characters to pull for, so many characters to build, and then eventually in like 2 years time, a year to 2 years time, you'll build all of your characters, and then you can actually just like plan for the characters that you're going to pull for. Yep. That's what it felt like when I started playing Genshin as well. It's a really great feeling, to be honest, because you're just pulling for characters, and any character you get is great. And now I'm like, oh shit, there's like 2 out of 3 characters on the special banner, on the limited banner, that I already have C6 versions of. What the fuck is going on? And then you just feel horrible when you get like Candace C6 for the bajillionth time, or like Barbara C6 for the Barbara C6, or C7 or C3000 for the bajillionth time. Alright, have I finished this one? No, I have not. I wish it had like a special sign on these little circles that told you whether or not you finished them. Right, because I finished this one, I finished this one, but not 6 or 7, I believe. 6 or 7. No, I didn't finish any of these. Okay. This one is good because lightning and the wind makes me OP. Also, I can probably use Fire Trailblazer here. And let's see how good she is after I've leveled her up a tiny bit. I didn't have every characters, by the way, but in Genshin I have 4 stars. Every 4 stars in the game. I don't know, I'm gonna try to get Ferminet or no. I need my face for future 5 stars. Yeah. Okay, which one should I pick? Let's just pick Destruction. That's always fun. No, Elation, because they both have Elation. I don't know why. I must be like literally the only person in the whole world to pick Elation buff every single time. All right, let's just go. Let's do a fun thing and pick Kiryu, even though it's not actually optimal. After winning a battle, all allies restore 30% HP. All right. Coolio. Hamburgerous cheese. I've actually never had cheese that actually looks like that. Like, you often see it in media, but very, 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 very rarely do you ever see cheese look like that. Oh, I only pick Elation too? Yeah. Okay, then there's like 2 of us. Elation. Increased follow-up damage. Yes, Suspiria. Oh yeah, 12 monkeys and angry men. What does that even do? When a character deals bloody blah blah damage for this follow-up attack increases by 4%. Only 4%, what do you mean? Oh well, it's better than nothing. I thought it would be way better than that. I don't know why I thought it would be. It's like you see blue, and then you actually read the effects, and it's complete dog shit. Jesus. Bye bye. Look how much damage he does. Actually, not that much, the side characters. Oh, another blue and another blue. Oh my god, I got 3 Elation buffs. What the shit? Oh, skill points. That's insane. Give me that. 21st military role. Gotta buff that one later on. Aha. Do your theme of off. How much damage do you do now? Let's see. I give you so much. Oh, that's not. Oh, that's kind of underwhelming. But that's not your purpose. You're only here to give me a shield. It's fine. 2,000 damage. That's something. Oh, another elation buff. Holy shit. Eden gravitational rainbow. Okay. So is it always better to just go attack the enemy? I feel like I get less stuff most of the time when I go with the event. Hi, Lily City. It's the morning again. I'm streaming so many mornings now. I think I started a bit earlier than yesterday. After I check it again, the only 4 stars that I didn't have are Arlen and Luca. But Luca is a new character, so I don't know. Yeah, Luca is... I really wanted to get Luca, but I don't think I'm gonna get him. I want Luca because then I would have a DLT character for physical, right? That's the dream. Ooh, that's a lot of shield damage. Heliodelios. So you don't get Luca from Macau Cup? Nope. I got Sampo E2 instead. Aren't I lucky? Although Sampo E2 is not bad, to be honest. Sampo E2 is perfectly fine. Look. Where's my Sampo? I got Gepardo E1. Look at this. 35% freeze. Yay! Sampo E2. I don't know what his kit is, so yay, anyways. Okay. Sampo came by because you've been seeing a lot of character quests. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's annoying or not. Hopefully in the future we'll get a 5-star version of him and then I'll be like, holy shit, he's the most epic character of all time. But until then, he's just he's gonna sit in this like nebulous realm of annoying and not annoying. Ouch. Yay. Congrats on Puppy Low. Yeah, I actually got Gepardo like 2 minutes before I started the stream, and I had his like splash art on the screen waiting for me to like start the stream, and then everybody will be so weirded, everybody will be so psyched, and they'll all be like, whoa, what the fuck is this? But then no, I alt tabbed out of my game and then alt tabbed back in, and instead of alt tabbing back in, I just like pressed the button. So it got rid of the splash art, and I felt really sad. Okay, what is this? For each enemy hit, blah blah blah. I know someone online who pulled C6 shampoo. Nice. What is this? Regen energy. Huh. Yo, one extra attack. Let's just increase energy. Okie doke. Nice. Let's do this. Do this. Do this. And we're done in those. I'm so excited for the 1.3 patch because, well, not only is it a continuation of the story, I really think that improving the Simulated Universe is the way to go for this game. Improving Simulated Universe is just so... It's gonna make a lot of people happy, because a lot of people only enjoy the Simulated Universe. But I wonder how many people proportionally play Simulated Universe compared to Spiral Abyss. Wow, that had no damage. I'm really glad I buffed up my Bailu a tiny bit. Bam, bam, bam. And you're all dead. Did you guys know what 4 stars came with Danhen and Bibber Lune? Let me check. Honkai Star Rail banners. Danhen. Why is this not telling me anything? Do I actually have to go to the actual Honkai Star Rail page? 1.3. It's characters I don't want, if I remember correctly. Where's the 1.3 introduction? Jesus. More? Does this not show? It doesn't show the banners. They don't show the banners in the trailer? What the shit? Oh, never mind. I'll show it to you later. Just show me what I want. You're gonna attack Blade, aren't you? He's dead. No, wait. What if I just heal a tiny bit? Huh. Alright, I'll go to Reddit. No, I don't want to go to Reddit. Fuck Reddit. 1.3 Honkai banner. Is he dead? No, he's not dead, thank God. Okay. We're gonna get Yukong, we're gonna get Asta, and we're gonna get March. Which means I probably shouldn't pull for this banner because I already have C6 March. I pulled for the, what's it called? The Blade banner so many times. I got like, I think Blade's banner had Natasha, and I got Natasha like a bajillion times. I got her at least 4 times, it feels like. It felt really bad. Big heals. So this time I've learned my lesson. I will not specifically save for Dang Heng and Bybiter Lune. I will still do single pulls though. I don't think I'm going to be able to control myself then. But you know, I just can't control myself in general, might as well. Have a fun stream, guys. Alright, you go, Lily City. Have fun doing whatever it is you're doing. Maybe you're gonna go to sleep. Jesus. I'm gonna start a bit earlier in the future as well, probably. Fully focus on Genshin now. Jesus Christ, you're gonna go play Genshin? Like, really? Actually playing the game? I should do that. I should play Genshin. What do I do here? Defense. Oh my god, that shield is puny! Jesus. Oh, boing. This big fatso. Don't you realize you're already dead? When are you gonna start 4.0 content? The Archon quest is so good. When I finish the... Okay, I'm actually not sure when I'm gonna start. Ideally, I want to be able to finish the Sumeru stuff first. But I'm not sure if that's gonna be feasible. The Archon quest is so good, I know. I've watched some of it. Like, I know the gist of what is going on, but I don't know what exactly is going on. I haven't really... Because I've skipped all of the court stuff. And I don't know, like, some of the in-between stuff. Ooh, Sealing Wax of the Hunt. Rub of the Beauty. When you choose your blessings after winning a battle, 1 extra blessing can be chosen, but the number of available blessings will be reduced by 1. This curio will be destroyed once the effect has been triggered 2 times. Or I could just... Huh. What? Fine, I'll choose Dimension Reduction Dice. Jesus. Can I do anything here? No, I can't. I don't want to spend my precious resin. Yep. Bye-bye. There's so much content in this game. I've been playing this game for like 5-6 hours since yesterday. And I'm not even out. Ugh. With this and Genshin, I have like literally no time to play any other game. I played a bit of Mortal Kombat 1 yesterday, but it's like... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's like, I don't feel as interested in other games anymore. Maybe I'm just a forever Genshin stan, forever MiHoYo stan. There's no content in this game, guys. Repeat after me. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here playing through a story quest for 5 fucking hours. I swear, the fandom for this for MiHoYo verse games, it just like repeats the same thing over and over again. Everybody just repeats the same fucking 4 fucking lines over and over again about how there's no content. The story sucks. There's no content. It takes too long to update things. Why is there no endgame content? Oh no. Wait, weakness break efficiency. Night Beyond Pyre. Okay, this is actually useful. Maybe not as good as Elation, but still. Ejecting the Borson. It's basically another... Wait, why am I getting so much of this? Characters are hit by or consume their own energy, regenerate 4 energy. Oh my god, increases crit damage. Jesus Christ, that's what I need. Holy shits. Almost went the wrong way there. They got me by the balls. I can't go anywhere else. They got me spinning on their cabinet machine. They got me spinning on all their... Wait, is that a good thing? Is it a good thing that I'm kind of addicted to their games? I mean, the way I rationalize it, might as well be addicted to something. Might as well be addicted to this instead of, like, I don't know, like drinking or smoking. I've never liked drinking or smoking, by the way. I don't know why, it's just something about me. The Hunt. Shielded characters increase their attack by 40% of the shield effect on them, up to a maximum of 120% of their base attack. Okay, sure, why not? This is a super small buff, but it's better than everything else. Region encounter or domain occurrence. Okay, let's just go with this. This seems less full of shit. I swear, MiHoYo like should send me a like. What is this? Oswaldo Schneider's Disciple of the Bazaar, Galactic Conjob Part 2. Once you bump into Oswaldo Schneider's Disciple at the Bazaar, you can smell his greed. He reeks of sulfur as he uses wholesale mineral bottles to save costs. The price difference is the fees you have to pay for the lesson. No one can be the exception. The rule of thumb in business is to buy low and sell high. Master it, and you will never suffer a loss in the future, he says indifferently. Now let me teach you a thing or two about consumer psychology, which involves probability theory. A jackpot with a huge prize is irresistible to most people. I guarantee that you will strike the jackpot one day. What is this? Enigmatic. Or how do you pronounce this? Enigmatic? Enigmatic. Never believe in liars again. Consume 100 cosmic fragrance. Get a dreamlike blessing. Jesus, what is this? I'm kind of worried with Lani and Yelan banner, to be honest. If Yelan and God tier will level weapon banner this, or I can't. Enigmatic. Let's just ask Google. Fuck it. Enigmatic. Pronunciation. What the fuck is this?
Enigmatic.
Fuck, I hate English. This language sucks ass. I'm kind of worried, blah blah blah. No one can accept Farina's banner, to be honest. No one can. This banner can't make a big revenue. I mean, it doesn't have to. What is the... Oh, Genshin's kind of popping off a bit here. Not as high as like previously, but it's still kind of popping off. I like how the Honkai Star Rail has basically stabilized its player base with 1.2. Interesting. Thank God. Thank God Honkai Star Rail actually prevented player loss. Okay, what do I do here? Okay, let's just do this. Do this. Do this. Thank God Honkai Star Rail is sort of finding its place. After it bled all the players who were basically just here because of Genshin Impact. Which, to be fair, is kind of like me. You lost all your HP. Ouch. I have so many skill points, it's insane. Oh, you died from bleed! Why is HSR's Google Trends are not that big compared to Genshin? Isn't HSR banner has more revenue? That was only for the like first week. Ever since, because Honkai Star Rail like piggyback a lot off of Genshin, right? There's no way getting around that. It's just like the truth. There's nothing even bad about it. But the first banner sales are not indicative of the popularity of the game itself, unfortunately. Like, there's nothing sad about it. It's just how it is. So many skill points. This is actually a really good build. What the fuck? This is such a good build. Delios. Like, if you look at the banner revenue for Genshin, for Honkai Star Rail, right? Genshin Lab. We go to Honkai Star Rail's revenue chart. Not even Kafka is doing all that great. Like, yes, it's doing pretty good, but it's not doing the best of all time. It's doing less than Blade. So we'll have to see whether or not... Yeah, although people have been saving for Kafka, right? It's not like Wanderer made that much money as well, and Wanderer was super hyped. Whatever. Yeah. See? Sela literally made almost like twice as much as everybody else because all of the Genshin stands were there. People wanted to profit off of Genshin, which is not a bad thing, but it is what it is. All the bandwagoners, me included. Where's my shield? Don't I get a shield for using my ult? Or my normal attack? I thought I got a shield for everything. Holy shit, there's no way to run out of skill points. Jesus. Enigmatic. Enigmatic. I'm gonna have to practice saying that. Shield on. Why are you attacking that guy? I taunted you, idiot. I don't understand. Shouldn't I have taunted you? That was weird. Uh-oh. What is that? Oh, I've never seen that animation before. I just thought those little thingy mobs appeared randomly. Jesus. Delios. What? What? What was that damage? Okay. Heal more. Please. Oh, I'm almost died. That was actually kind of... That was kind of close. For a tiny bit there. Ouch. It's like... Imagine saying that Honkai Star is not doing that well to a bunch of Genshin stans in the room. And they're like, yay! I'm so happy. You're gonna pay more attention to Genshin, right? What the fuck is that? Why is it doing so much like thread damage? Jesus, stop. Oh, I got another elation buff. Nice, nice. Fortune glue, let's go. My one and only love. Fortune glue. Genshin stands be like, I wish every single game in Hoyo versus entire like franchise or whatever. All Hoyo versus games must fail except for Genshin. Most normal and well-adjusted Genshin stand. Although to be fair, it's more like the other way around these days. I feel like there's a lot of toxic Honkai Star Rail fans. Am I the only one who gets that feeling, or am I like interacting with the community too much? Am I just like looking at a bunch of posts too much? Feels like everybody just complaining about Honkai Star Rail sometimes. And then Genshin releases the exact same shit. And everybody's super happy except for like MTash. Although to be fair, the hardcore stands are... The thing about Genshin Impact versus Honkai Star Rail is that the people who don't like Genshin Impact have already quit. So nobody complains about Genshin Impact anymore. I don't know, Lo. I'm kind of starting to believe if we praise Genshin more, Hoyo will never improve Genshin, but I don't really like how people like do the other people, but not do it on surveys, yeah. You just gotta complain on the surveys. That's what they care about. They care about, in order of what they care about, it's probably like something like whales, Omega super duper like Leviathan level Cthulhu level whales. And then it's like people who answer the surveys. It's probably regionally based too, because if you're like in an area that doesn't spend that much money on Genshin, they probably care about your opinion less. So if you're like, I don't know, Antarctica, maybe they don't give a fuck about your survey. Slaughterhouse number 4. I gotta admit, I still have no idea what the fuck aftertaste. Aftertaste? Is that what the attack is called? Aftertaste. That's a weird word to use for an attack. Base chance to apply sensory pursuit to enemies for 1 turn. Okay. Nice. Dunzos. Why are we just baiting a bunch of random like mobs? It feels kind of weird that we're just destroying a bunch of little... What even are these things? Are they vagrants? What is this? They're literally called vagrants. We're like bowling a bunch of homeless people. What the fuck? I'm so confused. Why are we fighting these guys? Please spread your problem with the game in this, with the surveys. Don't whining the social media. It's become so weird to me. Yeah. They did complain in the surveys. That's why they removed Dan Shu from the quests. To be fair, that is true. And then everybody's like, oh my god, I love Dan Shu. Why did you not give her like more empathetic voice dialogue? I love Dan Shu. She was literally the best part of the Shinjo story quests. No, I'm talking about Genshin. Yeah. I'm talking about in general. Like, people should just... I don't know. Maybe people should complain less. But then again, my videos are all about complaining. It's all about complaining. And it restores their HP by 10% of their max HP. Okay. And characters being healed by an ally. Characters restore their extra HP. That's good. Because what other videos are there to make except to complain? That's the question. Maybe I should do lore videos. Maybe I should talk about Fantilia and how he's like a Heliobi or something. I'll become a lore stan instead. Increases weakness break efficiency. Nice. I'm gonna start talking about Honkai Star Rail lore instead of complaining all the time. This is gonna be my final evolution. I mean, Talking about the problem is important, but whining and making people who love the game feel bad to play the game is what makes me hate those people. Ooh, I wonder how close I am getting to like complaining, because I feel like people have said that I do complain, especially during the second summer festival. Svarog, you're going down. Oh shit! Oh, I should have used my resonance burst first. Holy shit, that's a lot of damage. This guy's so screwed. I literally have every single one of his weaknesses. This team was built to destroy Svarog. No, that's not it. Jesus, I fucked up. That's why I like watching your stream and Boris's stream, because their criticism makes sense to me. I don't even criticize the game that much anymore. I'm like, is this constructive? I've got to start asking myself, is what I do constructive? Although to be fair, most of the things I'm doing aren't the constructive, so I probably shouldn't ask that. Damn, I'm literally like one phasing this guy. This is hilarious. I have 3 5-stars on my team. I just realized that. No, your Inazuma video is the one who make me watch you. Yeah, that was basically just a rant. I don't know what Inazuma video I did in the past already. Like, I kind of forgot. My videos in the past were so bad. Like, the sound was so low. They're still bad, but they're less bad now. Jesus. Okay. Ouch. Oh, you barely did any damage. Jesus. My Trailblazer is insane. You're gonna go again? Fine, just do that. Why don't you? Jesus. Wow. Big heals. You can't damage me, bitch. Oh, I should have used my... I always forget to use Resonance Salt. Okay. Let's see what you got. Jesus, this is already the second phase. He never runs out of I already have Sela, but I'm starting to build Xingxue. Is she worth it? I don't think she is. If you already have Sela, it's probably not worth it to build Xingxue. Because you need 2 DPS. Sela doubles as an erudition character, right? So I don't understand why you... Unless... I mean, if you don't plan on getting another quantum DPS, she might be worth it. Because they might be really stupid and put a... In the future, they might put a double quantum boss in Memory of Chaos. That could always be bad. So if they put double quantum boss, then it might not be so great for just having one Sela. It's the ultimate fuck you to people who thought that they didn't need another quantum character. So it might be worth it eventually, but I don't think they're gonna put double quantum in the Memory of Chaos anytime soon. Why don't you just steal my best character? Why don't you? Helio Delios. Okay, let's do this. You almost okay. You almost healed to 100%. So many skill points, Jesus. This is so easy, what the shit?
枪尖已经点燃，连枪冲锋。
Must be because I did his story quest. Now he's going easy on me.
挡路了。兵戈无情，
我来治治你。嘿，
Get out of here.
超出预知。
Uh oh. You almost died there, but it doesn't matter anymore.
我我在推进。
Two hands. Amazing.
别两平民众。
Wait, I almost dead.
这葫芦里卖的什么呀？
一事一成。
Insane. This is so good.
还不够快。
Do I want to spend my hardened resin? Not really. And that's it. I cleared this world. Nice. 60 stellar jades. Feed my Gamba addiction. I can do one more pull. Open for E1 Kafka? Nope. So yeah, Sela, Quantum. You're gonna need like ideally if you want to cover all your bases, ideally you would have two of the same characters for each role. Two of the same class characters for each role, so that you can always have just like have two teams of full mono elements for, you know, two Memory of Chaos chambers or whatever it is that they call it. But that might be a bit overkill, but I don't even have that in Genshin Impact. And I do fine. I clear like 90, 95, 99% of the time. Without like any trouble. But I think this game will eventually become more hardcore than Genshin Impact, so it is what it is. Eventually it is going to be extremely hard. Because I can't imagine them not having any power creep in the characters. Have you noticed that every single new character in Genshin Impact feels kind of like insanely good? They're gonna be power creeping so hard at some point. It's just, I don't know. Yep. No Quantum. Oh, I have Fire Trailblazer. I forgot. How are they going to make an Abundance character that is better than Luocha? It's gonna be super hard. This Fire Trailblazer shit is amazing. Curio or Cosmic Fragments, or just go with Curio. Like Big Lotto. Omniscient Capsule. Fast forward, Shattered Starbait. Let's take that. Isn't this Cocolia? Aren't I going to fight Cocolia? Why am I in the Xinzhou region? %2 base chance to freeze the hit enemy for 1 turn. Only 2%. Jesus, that's bad. Character restores HP equal to 24%. Okay, that's worth something. At least for Blade. They gain a shield that can absorb damage. Increase the crit damage of shielded characters by 30%. Alright. What is that sound effect? Have you guys ever been to a Hoyoverse convention, by the way? Like, what? I wonder what it feels like to be around so many other people who like Hoyoverse games in real life. I've always been very afraid of conventions because of personal like distance issues. Yeah. I've always been afraid of being around too many people at the same time. It always just kind of made me feel icky. I don't know if that's just me being antisocial or something. I don't even know what antisocial means anymore these days. Ugh.
随我冲阵，兵戈无情。
兵戈无情。
一事一成。
看着有点嘿。
Ouch. Oh, Jesus.
三，无赦。此番美景，邀诸位共赏。雷霆在此，你挡路了。
It's still going and going and going. And then eventually, it just kind of... Although, to be fair, Kafka's sales did stop here, so it could still go up. But yeah, Kafka's not making the bigger bucks, at least in China, that people were expecting. This always happens, though. Like, people expect... I don't know what character people expected to make gigabucks in Genshin Impact. They didn't. Like, Wander, obviously, everybody in, like, China hates Wander now. Liney, everybody in Korea hates him. Destruction, increased max HP. Ooh, nice. There's a lot of weird stuff that goes into what makes a character good. I would have never expected characters like Ayaka to make so much money. I don't know. I just feel like Ayaka is not for me, I guess.
急如律令。
要雨露均沾哦。
站住，别跑！
I got ambushed. I swear, they have variable attack patterns or something, because this shit does not feel like it's going at the same pace 95% of the time. 冲锋!
来得好。
Do you guys think we're going to get events in Genshin Impact that are like between different areas? Because we get those a lot in Genshin Impact nowadays, right? What was the first event when we had characters from different regions get together for an event? I can't remember correctly. Crit rate increased by 26%, or just follow-up attack, break efficiency. Let's just do break efficiency. You know how in Genshin Impact we have like events where, you know, Liyue characters go to, I don't know, Inazuma characters go to Mondstadt or whatever. Well, actually, I don't think that's happened yet. I wish that would happen in Honkai Star Rail, but I don't know if we have enough regions here yet. So maybe in the future.
再走近一些也无妨。急如律令。
I also think it's going to be much harder for like inter-region events to happen, because everybody is kind of at war in Honkai Star Rail. Maybe this is not the game for that. 1.1 no, 1.2 no. It's like 2.8.
斩无赦。
枪尖已经点燃，连枪冲锋！
此番美景，邀诸位共赏。雷霆在此，一事已成。
我来治治你。嘿。
What is 1.5 event? I kind of forgot. How do you people even remember that? It's so long ago.
破绽百出，兵戈无情。
Literally an age ago, in long ages past, when Genshin Impact was loved by all, we had this amazing event. We had this amazing combat event that literally 95% of players could not do. But it felt good, according to hardcore player number 39 out of 100. Except if you count Archon Quest, because there's no Beto there. There's no Beto in Archon Quest? Yes, there is. Interlude Archon Quest.
我来守护。
我来治治你。
枪尖已经点燃，连枪冲锋。
斩无赦。
张嘴。
The voice actors must have so much fun voicing for these characters, voicing these enemies. Natalia and Seiya Inazuma 2.2, nice. Okay, so I guess it was actually pretty far out before we had these events. 29,000 damage, insanely something. The hunt. Uh-oh. Elation. 21st. Oh, skill points. Let's go. Okay, I don't even care what this is. Kotalia and Seiya Inazuma. That was the first time we had those kind of events. Interesting. That's a lot later than I thought. Although it makes sense, right? Because then at that point we had 3 different regions. Cause imprisonment on the enemies lasting for 1 turn. Okay. Amazing. No. Hey, come back. Oh. You're not gonna make this easy, are you?
兵戈无情，四照将至。
你病得不轻，嘿！
毫发无伤。
See that? So if I taunt the pig, does the pig attack me?
雷霆在此，
I don't think it does. It still stays in the same spot as always.
无赦。
Jesus. Did I taunt again? No, let's just do this. Ooh, I get to go again. Interesting.
时不我待，
枪尖已经点燃，连枪冲锋。
雷霆在此，送你一程。
Do you guys have any idea how the new event is gonna work? Just from looking at the event, just from looking at the trailer, because I feel like I look at the trailer at least 3 or 4 times, and even in live stream, and I had no idea how the new Similar Universe event was supposed to work. Maybe it's just too different from what I've already seen before in the past. Maybe that's just me. It looks cool, but I'm just kind of skeptical about how it's supposed to work. As far as I understand, it's going to be like a permanent event. So it's not going to be part of the main Similar Universe. What I'm confused by is how is the main Similar Universe going to change in the event, after the event? Or is it just going to stay mainly the same? Is the only real addition to the Similar Universe literally just the new propagation buff system? The only thing that is getting added to the main Similar Universe is propagation, right? One critical stack of... Wait, there's more here? How did I miss this guy? Wait a second.
时不我待，兵戈无情，破绽百出，雷霆在此，斩无赦，送你死咒将至，你挡路了，此番美景要诸位共赏。
你病得不轻。嘿，
我来守护。呀
Always Style Tavern. Masterful, braggy. Expose him if you complete the challenge, gain 1 blessing of the hunt. 1 blessing of elation. Or I just fight both.
看来是棋逢对，兵戈无情。
I've got to admit, watching Honkai Star Rail does not feel as good as watching Genshin Impact. Yeah, have you guys noticed that? Like, which game do you guys feel more excited watching? Genshin or Honkai Star Rail? Because most of the time in Honkai Star Rail, it does feel like there's more obvious things that you're supposed to do compared to Genshin. In Genshin, there's more randomness involved. Very often, very few times do you feel like things are out of your control in Genshin Impact. I mean, Honkai Star Rail.
我来治治你。嘿，
There's just something magical about being to like go around. There's something magical about being able to go around and travel anywhere in Genshin Impact. That's not in Honkai Star
枪
Rail.
尖已经点燃，岩枪冲锋！
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of biased. That's why I kind of can't objective about it. But yeah, it's Genshin. Yeah.
雷霆在此，送你一场。
Like, I actually do wonder who would think that watching Honkai Star is more exciting than Genshin Impact. I don't know. I don't watch either of them. Well, you're watching me right now, so there you go. I only watch you. Nice. I've got a monopoly.
嘿，看着有点虚。
Oh, I'm taunted. Genius.
不过，
我来守护。
就让你们看这葫芦里卖的什么药。
都是，
呀
随我冲，兵戈无情，斩
So whatever you do,
无赦。剑下不必留情。
what would I do to make you guys go away? What would I have to do to make you guys not watch me? Just be boring, I guess. I am boring though. Seriously though, watching Star Rail during its honeymoon was fun. Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. And now everybody's like, dead game. Not enough content, dead game.
此番美景要诸位共赏。
I don't know, something too political, I
时
guess.
不我待，雷霆在此，
What do you mean something too political?
破绽百出，兵戈无情。
What do you mean, guy? What political?
嘿，
剑下不必留情。
I don't like the politics of this game. Yaoshi better than Hunt. I don't like how Shinjo Lofu is like good guys. They're supposed to be the bad guys.
枪尖已经点燃，
Game immersion broken.
岩枪冲锋！
To be fair, I actually have heard that.
斩无赦。
I do think Honkai Star Rail is a less international game. Have you guys noticed that Shinjo Lofu actually has like 6 ships? Potentially we're going to all of the different ships. So I do feel like Is it just me, or does like Space China have more ability to like have more stuff in this game compared to Liu in Genshin Impact?
宾客无情，
If you're talking about something like Middle East or something is bad or America is not okay, something like that. Oh, you're talking about that. I was just like, what do you mean? What do you mean Honkai Star Rail is political? If you talk about something about Middle East or something is bad or America is not okay, something like that. Oh my god. I better like keep my politics to myself then. Oh, wait. What am I supposed to... What is this? After character enemy is defeated, blah blah blah. Beginning of the next turn, they gain 4 stacks of blah blah blah. Should I pick this or this? I feel like crit damage might actually be better for me. What should I pick? Imperishable victory. I'm just gonna go with the gold equals good, yellow equals good. I just want a Silver Wolf rerun. Yeah, I think I might want to target all... I want to get all the Stellaron Hunters, and maybe I want to get like the High Cloud Quintet characters, and that's basically it. I feel like I've already got so many of them that it... Realistically, that is the best like collection I could probably hope for.
急如律令，
要雨露均沾哦。
存护之志。
Like, I don't know, if I want to watch someone political, I'm just gonna watch other channel. I'm here for game, I guess. Nice.
枪尖已经点燃。
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of the times when Asmongold talks about stuff that's not related to games, or even Tech Zone, I just feel like I'm zoning out.
雷霆
Although I suppose it's being very successful for him going the political route. Since I think I'm losing too much without him. I want Blade rerun. Yeah, Blade is extremely good. He's probably the best pull I've made so far. Absolutely worth it. I think he's better than Kafka, no doubt.
嘿，看着有点虚。
There's no doubt in my mind that he's better than Kafka. I feel like follow-up attacks are just too good in this game. Anytime you have things that happen outside of your actual turn order and that don't spend skill points, it's very, very good. Actually, I guess very talkative randomly about American politics sometimes too. I know! I love it. What do you mean though? What specifically do you mean? I've seen some of her streams and she does get into like American politics a tiny bit. But not like, it's not overwhelming in my opinion.
该出骑兵了。
Unless you're talking about something else.
无赦，
He doesn't talk about too much from what I've seen. You know, the thing about Asmongold, so I don't really care about his game, to be honest. I don't know anything about WoW. That's why I kind of okay if he talks about politics. Oh, so if he started talking about like... So what happens if he starts talking about like censorship in China while he's playing Genshin Impact? That would be hilarious.
我们都是嘿。
I mean, I guess it would be hilarious for me.
隽永之力，枪尖已经点燃。
He's like, what the fuck is this bubble? This bubble shit on my characters when they're swimming. Fucking shit. Shit game.
必留影。此番没有诸位共赏。
What the hell?
葬送，
Yeah, see, this is a free
雷
attacks.
霆在此。
All these follow-up attacks are essentially free attacks. Especially when Blade already does really good damage without his follow-up attack. That's the thing. You don't really need follow-up attacks to make Blade good, but you have them anyways.
铭记此刻。
随我冲阵，宾客无情。
He's having a 2-in-1 character.
张嘴。
都是
And also, his attacks don't take up skill points. Like, isn't that hilarious? Oh, you got CC. What the hell is wrong with you guys? Do you guys not have CC resistance? Or you kind of become reaction channel right now. They're like, yeah, I don't like it. I watched Jasmine for his reaction channel, and he always mentioned Genshin even if he not play. Yeah, I think it's getting kind of stupid.
雷霆在
He's like the ultimate reaction
此
bait.
番没有诸位共赏。
I feel like his Genshin vids are getting less views because people know that he's not gonna play Genshin anyways. So it's like less exciting at this point.
就让你们看这葫芦
It doesn't really matter if he reacts to shit. He's just like, oh, The combat looks good. If I play it, it's gonna be about the combat. Yeah, you know. And he's just sitting there waiting for. He's literally baiting for a sponsorship, and I'm like, are you just gonna play the game or not?
枪尖已经点燃，岩枪冲锋！
兵戈无情，
Holy shit!
斩无赦。
我来治治你。嘿咻
隽永之
How are you not dead yet? Finally. Yeah, Champions Dinner, Cat's Cradle. Nice. Fortune Glue. Yes. Increased follow-up damage by 55%. Holy shit. Three little pigs. Oh, I get to fight these things, don't I? Shouldn't be on the same level as trotters. You're entering Rome with 3 trotter. Be mindful that they don't run away. Alright. Usually at least 2 of these things run away. This time I'm gonna try for 2. I'm gonna try to kill 2 trotters. At the very least, I have to kill at least 2. Alright, let's go. Please don't run away. I have almost no CC though. That's the problem. Yeah, it's starting to become annoying sometimes, but they literally made a title about how Asmongold was gonna play Genshin, I think. And they debated everybody.
我来守护。
What?
随我冲阵，雷霆在此。
Okay, you can't run away this time. I got this. I'm gonna get at least 1.
你病得不轻。嘿咻
Please, at least 1. Yet. Okay.
我带兵戈无
I
情
think 2 is doable.
彼岸葬送，
Nice. Yes, I got the resonance buff.
剑下不避。
Thank you. But in the other hand, I want him to play it. I'm starting to believe Genshin really is not Genshin. Of course, it's not Asmongold's game. Have you guys seen the games he plays? I don't know. He's just a Soulsborne Andy now. He just plays Genshin, not Genshin, but he plays Elden Ring and Dark Souls games, and that's basically his shtick. He really likes games that are simple, very very simple. Not even games as like complex as Genshin Impact. He likes games like Diablo 4, like Elden Ring, Dark Souls. Elden Ring and Dark Souls are at their basic level very simple games because all you do is just roll around and attack things with the same attack over and over again. So you have to. It's a very high execution game, but it's a very high execution game with very very simple mechanics. Also, Genshin Impact just has a lot of dialogue. Wait, isn't Genshin already a simple game though? Yes and no. It's a simple game until you actually have to like play the game without looking at guides. Also, you have to wait around a lot for characters to pull for. So yes, it is a simple game, but it's a simple game with a lot of like. There is enough nuance in this game that if you want to spend like hundreds of hours getting into the details, like some of the theory crafters do, then you can do that. Tavern. I've done this before already. Gain 1 nihility, 1 preservation, obtain all rewards. Let's go. It's a simple game with a lot of drudgery too.
看来是棋
I
逢
actually got CC.
雷霆在
Genius.
此，
Genius, you know what to do. Ouch, what the heck?
这葫芦里卖的什么呀？
我来守护。
送你一场，此番美景由诸位共赏。
I really don't think Genshin Impact. My very like controversial take is that Genshin Impact is actually a pretty complex game.
你挡路了。
And the only reason people say that it's not complex is because they look like 12 fucking guides for one character.
时不我待。
Imagine if you didn't do any research on like ICD or look at any tier lists or just based your polling behavior off of your intuition, right? Are you actually gonna clear Spiral Abyss 36 stars? Not really. If it weren't for the fact that people told me, like I literally watched a video on how good Hyper Bloom is, I would never have realized that using Hyper Bloom on Weena was the way to go. And I might not have been able to complete it. But I did watch a video on it, so it is what it is.
此番美景由诸位共赏。
I feel like people need to
雷霆在此。
distinguish what kind of difficulty, how difficult the game is without looking at guides. Because there are games where, because of high execution games like Elden Ring, I think Elden Ring is actually easier without guides compared to Genshin Impact. Or am I like crazy? I probably am crazy. I think Elden Ring is easier without guides compared to Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact is hell to play if you don't look at guides. Especially in Spiral Abyss.
宇宙将至。
I mean, Genshin is easy. You can clear content with just 4-star characters. Yeah, you can clear with 4-star. You can't. I don't think you can clear with 4-star characters anymore because you need to get a whole bunch of constellations.
歌无情。
I don't think that's as true. Yeah, it's like they have 4 C6 characters. They have 8 C6 characters in a row in Spiral Abyss. All 4 stars. Just use C6 characters, guys. Just it's so stupid. Just dodge more.
剑下不必留。彼岸葬送。此番美景由诸位共赏。
Unlock all the neurons in your brain, and then you can complete Spiral Abyss. 36 stars. It's so easy. Once you've ascended to Super Saiyan like me, you too can clear 36 stars with 4-star characters. And by ascend to Super Saiyan, I mean get C6. C6 Xingqiu, C6 Xiangling, C5 Bennett. Also, probably get a C6 Sucrose if you're going at it. If you really want to be the best free-to-play player, you might as well get C6 Sucrose as well. So easy. Have you guys seen Tectone play the newest Spiral Abyss? Like, this is the easiest Spiral Abyss that has been... I don't want to be a toxic person, but... He kind of failed to complete the easiest Spiral Abyss with his, like $100,000 account on the first try. That was kind of weird. Not really, I wasn't surprised, but still. Because there are so many specific things you have to do in Spiral Abyss now. Even if you do easy peasy, if you can't, it's skill issue on your part. Tectone, to be fair, he hasn't played the game like a year. But I did find it kind of funny that he failed to do 36-star Spiral Abyss with his $4,200,000 account. $40,000 account is kind of a lowball, isn't it? It must be at least like $100,000 now. Take your breaks there, advance forward by 50%. Increases advance forward by 100%, increases damage dealt by 75%. Let's do that. And this has been the easiest Spiral Abyss we've had in like what, 7 months. Jesus, it's been a long time. It's probably been more than that. It's like August, right? And ever since I went to Taiwan, we've had the Consecrated Beast. So it's been a bit longer than that. It's probably like 8 months since we've had a Spiral Abyss this easy. And he failed to do it with his, I don't know, $60,000 account. The first time. Of course, the second time he did it. So it's not that hard. Not gonna lie, I'm still not agree with some of his takes, but yeah, I'm starting to more understand him as a person. Of course, it's all just drama. You shouldn't take it that seriously. But it does give you an idea of where we are at in terms of the difficulty level. We're at the level in Genshin Impact when it comes to Spiral Abyss difficulty. We're at the level of discourse where somebody who spent like $60,000 to $100,000 on their account fails to 36-star at the first time, even with like all kitted out characters, all 5-star characters, and then you still call it easy. Okay, Cocolia. Please don't CC me too much.
存护之志。
Alright, he goes.
看来是棋逢对手。
枪尖已经点燃，岩枪冲锋！
斩无赦。
Holy shit, that's a lot of weakness break.
你们的失败早已注定。
Huh.
剑下不必留情，此骤将至。此番美景邀诸位共赏。
时机来了，机枪备战。
Wait, I can go again? Did his C16 character in Honkai Star Rail though? No, he didn't. If not, then his take about how easy the content is not true. Well, for Honkai Star Rail, he's not trying to beat the hardest content, is he? And at least I don't think he is. So it doesn't really matter at that point. Because he's not calling Honkai Star Rail easy. Which I actually think Honkai Star Rail is easier than Genshin. Ironically. Honkai Star Rail, most of the time you just match up the character to their elemental weakness and it's fine. I think I'm gonna do it. I think this 3 5-star team is the trick. I remember last time I couldn't even defeat one of these little things. Alright. Holy shit. They're almost dead.
枪尖已经点燃，岩枪冲锋！
I wonder if he's going to. I wonder if his history with Honkai Star Rail is going to end up the same as Genshin Impact. That's what is interesting to me. I am just waiting for like that, not eventual moment, but the possible moment when people start like turning on him when Honkai Star Rail, because he is standing for Honkai Star Rail Raw these days. Have you guys noticed that? He keeps talking about how good Honkai Star Rail is. And I'm not even sure if it's, you know, if it's deserved. This is what you call farming the fans. Okay, I think I have to kill Bronya. My characters are still not good enough. I wanted to get the achievement for only killing Cocolia, but unfortunately, I'm still not at that point in. I'm not at that stage in my development. Wait, what did I just do? Especially with so much AoE damage. I feel like I need to take some hunt characters into this game, into this battle, if I wanted to kill Cocolia first. Ouch.
在我的威严之下颤抖吧！冰冻三尺，枪尖已经点燃，岩枪冲锋！
彼岸葬送，此番美景，我虽求而不得，邀诸位共赏。此咒将至。
时机来了，
剑下不必留情。兵戈无情，
就让你们看这葫芦里卖的什么呀！
毒誓。斩无赦。雷霆在此。
I don't know, to be honest. My first interaction with Tecton as viewers are somewhat post Inazuma. To be honest, I really didn't get into Genshin community back then. I didn't either. Inazuma was the first time I felt like I needed to say something, and that's why I did. But then Tower Fantasy thing, I'm starting to more into it. What do you mean Tower Fantasy thing? Did you feel threatened by Tower Fantasy? Was that it? Is that what you mean? You were offended by all the people saying that Tower Fantasy was going to kill Genshin Impact. Ouch. Jesus Christ. 75% shield.
兵戈无情，
就此掩埋，感受冰寒。
What the hell?
朝将埋葬你们。
Can you just stop?
枪尖已经点燃，岩枪冲锋。
No. I kind of like the drama. Lol. After that, I'm starting to go into Twitch Reddit and even Twitter about Genshin. Yeah, that's how they get you. With the drama. Drama really is the lifeblood of Genshin Impact anyways, isn't it? I feel like a lot of people talk about how bad the Genshin Impact community is, but it's almost by design, and I think Hoyoverse probably actually even encourages it, because it romanticizes how big of a deal Genshin is that people are going crazy over it.
雷霆在此，斩无赦。 不打紧，兵戈无情。
They encourage the drama. This is over. Blade is just so good. He doesn't even have weakness break here.
机枪备战。就此掩埋。 感受雪崩，
雷霆在此，不打也不够。
枪尖已经点燃，岩枪冲锋。
I'm mostly neutral to Tectone. It's just that I feel exhausted by so much screaming he does when he talks. I know, right? Like, I feel like some of the people don't even dislike Tectone's takes. It's just that he's always talking so loudly. That's what I've noticed at least. For me, I can't watch Tectone or Ziox for more than like 15 minutes at a time, or else I just feel overwhelmed. Oh, I got CC'd. Don't matter. It's over. This team is so good. I feel like I've beaten Spiral Abyss at this point. Not Spiral Abyss. Simulated Universe. Oh, I can do that again. Thank you. Oh, I think that's it. I think I got all my rewards. That's it for Spiral Abyss. Nice. Ability tree. This is my last ability. No, this is my second last ability. There's one more, and then I'll be fully developed. And I only got one of these. Jesus. Go on assignment, use consumables, take pictures. I do need to pick more pictures of my characters for like idle. For thumbnails. I'm a casual Genshin player back then. After Tower Fantasy Drama, I'm starting to become more casual, hardcore-ish Genshin player. There's no such thing as a casual, hardcore-ish Genshin player. If you're here watching me play fucking Honkai Star Rail, you're not a casual player at all. That's a misnomer. You can't be a casual player while you're watching me. That's not a thing. Holy shit, how did I get so many of these? Jesus Christ. Kind of similar to Zox during the stream. Yeah, that's what I said. Take one photo, clear golden calyx. Sure. I actually need credits now. That's sad. I had so many credits for all of 2 seconds, and I spent all of them. I mean, I'm not into that theory crafting combat, so I'm not 100% hardcore, but I still use people's build on YouTube. That's true. There's different kinds of hardcore. Don't you love it when you can just autoplay the battle? Asmongold was so disappointed when he realized there was no autoplay in Genshin Impact, but I don't know. Would you guys want autoplay in Genshin Impact? I feel like that would be too much. Genshin Impact autoplay would be the worst. This is the kind of game where you can just kind of tab out and do something else for a while. Huh. Resident has a new podcast. First impressions of Fontaine, character interactions. You get to kill cute animals in Fontaine from what I've heard. It wouldn't make sense game design was, yeah. I met an Archon. They don't tell me any useful info. Get to know their backstory, solve the nation's crisis, basically. I need to bookmark this. I'm gonna use it for a video later on, probably. And don't forget that I'm more into the lore and story, to be honest. I'm hard into the core about it. Hard into the core about it. I've never heard that expression, but what the fuck is this? Wait, this character isn't out in the game yet? What's going on? How'd they get access to this new character? Her phone is kind of ugly, not gonna lie. I can see why somebody said that she's basically just March. That's Topaz. Yeah, I know. Use consumables. Take one photo. Alright, let's take some photos. What's a good place to take a photo with Su Shang? What's the prettiest place in Shinjuku? Gil Gorge Waterscape, maybe? Maybe I can go over here. Just put you right over here. How close can I get to this thing? Hello, Adrigaile. It must be like 12 a.m. for you or wherever, whatever. Oh my god, you can get so close to this thing. You can literally go right up to it. Why did I not notice that? Alright. Let's take a photo of you. Let's take a really, really pretty photo. Face the camera, right? It's only 7 p.m. Nice. To which I reply, it's a mobile game first. Actually makes sense in having such a feature. I think the amount of time that we get to play the game every single time there's a new update is also based on mobile considerations. I'm not sure if the new content being like 2 hours long is something that is like something they is a problem. It's a feature, not a bug. Imagine if a mobile player had to sit around playing on their phone for like 5 hours to finish the story content. That's no bueno. That's no good. And from my seeing, Hoyoverse seems to be oddly aware of the so-called problems in their game. Have you guys seen the part in the Archon quest for Fontaine where Paimon was like, "Oh my god," you know how it's almost like I take all the lines from the Traveler. There was this part in the very beginning of the Archon quest where she kind of just said that, and it was just basically like a self-insert from the story writer. They don't give a fuck. They think it's great that Paimon is doing all the lines. It's 2 a.m. for the SEA Southeast Asia folks, like Lily. Yeah, that's true. She's off playing Genshin because she's probably off from work or something. So Paimon, or the story writer self-insert, is oddly aware of the things that people are complaining about. And they don't give a fuck. It's the same thing with the previous event. The event with the Tales of the Fantastic event, right? They were literally making fun of their own story. Told you Paimon was Mihoyo's cringe self-insert. Yeah. You got that one right. It literally is the story writer's self-insert. Paimon is just there to say everything for us. And to interject on behalf of Mihoyo. Okay, let's see. How can I... Let's take the best picture of Sushang over here in Dragonland. This shit is supposed to be the tree. Why does it have scales? Find a more spacious location. What do you mean spacious location? Ooh, that was weird. Okay, let's just stay over here then. Let me see. Hide personal information, hide logo. Turn character around. Oh, you can turn the character around. So if I go over here. Ooh, that's a nice backdrop as well. Default to first person POE. What does that mean? No, that's bad. Okay, maybe this is fine. I'll save this one for later use. I'm trying to get a good thumbnail for my video on the story. Alright, this one's not bad as well. Alright, I'm gonna change where you are located for a tiny bit. And just put you over here. Over here. Ooh, I wonder if I could catch a picture of that dragon. Yeah, let's just wait until the dragon's coming back. I'm entering my photo taking arc. We're seeing history being made. Sushan would be prettier without those double ponytails. Why does Mihoyo feel the need to put double ponytails on literally every single fucking character? It's so weird. Oh, I hear the sound. Maybe it's happening. Hey, dragon, come back. Oh, I got the dragon. Okay. Wait, the dragon just disappeared. The dragon disappeared right after the photo. What the hell? I don't think that's supposed to happen. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, just gotta wait. Oh, that's such a good picture. No way, her hand's in the wrong place. Jesus. Okay, let's do that again. I swear I'm gonna get the right pose this time. We're gonna wait for the signal, the dragon roars, and then it comes back. Shit, there's no roar.
浮生一
No, it's too late.
九
Okay, okay. Next time, I swear it's gonna happen. Next time, I swear I will get it at the exact right moment. I think it's because the character model is 3D. It's so hard to make open world type games, not stage type like. Okay, we got this. No, wait, it's still too late.
什么路？
Shit.
九
Never mind, I fucked up again. How hard is it to get? Okay, okay, he's coming back.
浮生一什么路？九
Nope. Nah. I just want the dragon in the background.
浮生一什么路？
You dumb bitch.
九
I just wanted you to do your idle action while the dragon's in the background. How hard can this be? Can I literally just freeze you while the background is still going? Please. Wow, she's kind of pretty. Okay, I feel it. I feel like the dragon. Shit.
浮生一
It's already over.
什么路？九
They need to allow us to freeze the background, but not the character. Does that make any sense? Okay, let's do this again. I'm feeling the dragon.
浮生一什么路？九
No, her eyes are too shut. That didn't work. All right, one more try, and then I'll go do something else. This is too frustrating. I just want to get a thumbnail, please.
浮生
Okay, one of these here,
一
and the dragon's
什
gone.
么路？九
Dude, this dragon is like a vampire. When you take a picture of it, it literally disappears. All right, I'm done with this nonsense. You fucking stupid ass tree. All right. What else do I need? Take one photo. All right, I think that's it for Honkai Star for today. I'm gonna go do some Genshin Impact now. Maybe I'll do one more quest. I heard that there was a really good quest in Shinjo Wofu. World Adventure. An adventure quest of some sort. Shinjo Wofu, bloody bloody blah. A teacher and a friend. Eye of the Cosmos. Shinshiro from the Divination Commission has been sent by the Master Diviner to assess the site post-disaster. According to the position of the gloomy poet, the borderland poet should be currently in the... What is this all about? Jesus Christ. There are some I haven't done yet. Okay, I'm gonna do Genshin Impact then. Wait, are you talking about Genshin or Honkai? I do? Which are the quests you have done or haven't done? Honkai? I'm just gonna go do Genshin then. I'm gonna do some Genshin time. Finally, after all these years, I am going to do Genshin Impact Exploration. After 7 months. It's been around 7 months since I did any exploration in Genshin, this hasn't it? Because I didn't do anything after I went back to Taiwan in January. Obviously, I'm late for a lot of Genshin quests. What is this? Is this League of Legends? Jesus. Is this Wuthering Waves? People still care about this game? Jesus. You're comparing Kokomi to a fucking jellyfish. I mean seahorse. I did the heated quest store. Oh yeah, you can't play Genshin again, can't you? Because of cloud gaming. Thank God for... What? Who is the person responsible for cloud gaming? Jeff Bezos? Or is it, I don't know, Elon Musk? Who are people lauding for making cloud gaming a possibility? Microsoft? Who is the guy working at Microsoft these days? What the heck is this? Hurricane is on top of Braxophone, Earthquake below me at the same time. Didn't you waiting for Wuthering Waves? No. I have not cared about Wuthering Waves for a long time. Ever since I watched like Asmongold play it, ever since what's his name? Not Zajev, 1010. Ever since 1010 said that Wuthering Wave was too like Genshin Impact, I kind of just stopped caring about it. They're all evil anyways, true. They're all dumbasses as well. Look at what Elon Musk is trying to do to Twitter. Literally moronic. People keep treating these people as geniuses. But they're very smart in very specific things, but they're not smart in a lot of things as well. People need to like treat people as universally smart in all things. Everybody these days is specialized in something. Nobody is smart in everything. Not anymore, at least. Everybody's a specialized something else. Did I do my commissions? No, I suppose I should do those first. Well, Wuthering Waves is out already? No, it's not. I also hear that the company that is making Wuthering Waves is going through some financial troubles, and that has me a bit scared. To be honest, I don't know what is Wuthering Waves' problem. People say Wuthering Waves' story is mid. People said that they missed Paimon after playing Wuthering Waves. So that'll probably tell you where the quality level is at. I missed. No. Why? They're smart at manipulating people into thinking they're geniuses. The biggest manipulation is making people think that Apple phones are like necessary for daily life. Literally everybody gets an Apple iPhone these days. It's nuts. Like, why would you spend $1,400 on the next iPhone when it's literally just like, look at this camera. It gives you 2 extra pixels. Oh my god, it's so good. Wait, is that what I'm supposed to do? I don't know what people get new phones for anymore. It just feels so unnecessary. Wait, am I already in front of a jellyfish? Isn't that maybe just Genshin Andy though? I mean, I'm also a Genshin Andy, but I'm not sure if that's a bad thing if the thing we're talking about isn't come out yet. Yeah, but the thing is, if it's too like Genshin, then the majority of its audience is playing it because they're sick of Genshin. Why would they go to another game that is just like Genshin, but like worse? Yo, what's up, Vault? So many people here. This is probably a good time zone for me. I should probably start a bit earlier too. I got a new phone when the old one breaks. Yeah. But the thing is, do phones really break that much anymore? Like, I've had my same phone for like 3 years now, so it's not the oldest thing of all time. Oh my god, you're not short enough, Xiao. I mean, Scaramouche, I mean, Venti, I mean, every single other little Anemo boy who has the same design. Basically. When are we gonna get a tall Anemo guy? When? When, MiHoYo? The moment Tom Anemo guy comes out is the moment that you know that Genshin Impact is falling off, because they're getting desperate. They know that they need to give people what they want. What? Where? Huh? What? What? Oh. I missed. This is why I don't play FPS games. Aimed bow characters are unironically like probably one of the hardest skill level execution characters in the game. What is the worst thing people talking about is worse, but I don't know the context? What do you mean? Oh, you mean worse than Genshin Impact? Well, the story is worse. The world environment is worse. The art is worse. The waifus don't look as cool as the waifus in Genshin Impact. The guys probably look a bit better though. So that's what people mean by worse. The combat is probably not as bad, but it's like the difference isn't that big, right? Because you also sacrifice some things with the combat in Wuthering Waves compared to Genshin Impact. You sacrifice the elemental system. Instead of these elemental reactions, you have like all these other dumb shit. That is like, it's harder in terms of execution, but is it actually more fun? I'm not sure. Are we talking about Wuthering Waves? Yeah, they often do. What's he talking about? What's the talk about? Can't afford to buy a new one every 2 years anyways. Yeah. The phone market is just kind of dying. People aren't buying as many phones as they used to. This is such a cheat. I still can't get over how much easier exploration is with Scaramouche. Imagine actually having to climb up this place. Oh god. I gotta be honest, the more I look at the desert, the more I hate it. I really did not expect this. I don't know what I expected exactly, but the music is great. The art is fantastic. It's just that there's too much desert. I mean, I feel so entitled. Wait, is it that bad? I mean, the desert is pretty dead for a reason. Yeah. It's supposed to look like this, but I just realized I don't like deserts in real life either. I've just never been to one, so I didn't realize it would just look this barren. 8 out of 10 too much desert. Unironically, yes. It actually is 8 out of 10. It actually got 8 out of 10 because there's too much desert. Me no like desert. I wonder if in 6 months we're gonna be saying the same thing about Fontaine. Too much water. Me no likey. Come back when you give us more desert. Wuthering Waves at the moment is very disappointing. Even the demo trailers don't have the same charm and yeah, that's the thing. People don't realize that the thing about Genshin Impact is that, like, yes, it has a good combat system. Yes, it does have like a cool story, but its aesthetics and its storytelling, it's like the atmosphere of Genshin Impact. Not even a Honkai Star Rail can kind of replicate it, right? Genshin Impact is not, you know, it's not worse than Honkai Star Rail in terms of the atmosphere. The atmosphere in Honkai Star is not as good as Genshin, that's for sure. That's just how it is. Can I break these things? No, I can't. Fuck. We are like Anakin. I don't like its rough sand. It gets everywhere. God, Star Wars quotes are just... I like Star Wars. I played Star Wars The Old Republic, but I don't know why I fell off. I started falling off of Star Wars when the sequels came out. I think it's like... What episode are we on now? Basically the new Star Wars movies. I don't think they were even that bad, but all the talk about how bad they were kind of just pissed me off. People talking about how bad the new Star Wars movies are. Maybe like Star Wars less than the actual movies. Because Star Wars has always been kind of cringe. Star Wars ended for me at episode 6, yeah. I like the expanded universe stuff. I like the animated TV series. Well, I guess it's not on TV anymore, but I like the animated stuff. I even like the Mandalorian series. The first season, at least. People really like the first season of The Mandalore, like The Witcher 3. Any of you guys that watched The Witcher 3 or The Invincibles? And then everybody kind of just fell off of Witcher 3 after season 2. I don't know, it's just really weird. I thought the season 2 was actually alright. Lego Star Wars. Yeah, I loved Lego Star Wars. I played that game when I was a kid. Lego Star Wars is unironically the best Star Wars game. The rest is not enjoyable because it's sci-fi. Yeah, you're just a sci-fi hater. I need to go to the toilet for a second. It's so weird, but I feel like I'm the only one who needs to say I go to the toilet because I'm the streamer, and then it's like you guys have no duty towards me. You don't need to tell me when you go to the bathroom, or if you know you're doing anything else. Yeah, it's me. Star Wars has been somewhat cringe because it's a genre, it's an opera. Yeah, it's a space opera. But then again, Honkai Star is a space opera as well. That's why it gets so weird when people talk about like the specific things about... You know, it needs to make sense in universe, but it doesn't have to make sense in our universe. This is basically what I think. Okay, I I have temples. Should I do a temple here? Should I risk everything on Linny? Should I risk everything on Yilan? No, I need to save for Farina. I need to actually save. It's so bad. I kind of want Lynette now because people are saying Lynette is fun to play as. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. Her hat is stupid though. #1 sci-fi hater. I've never had any like extreme opinions about anything. In terms of genres, I feel like I have no taste. Once somebody asked, there was this one time during camp when I asked somebody else what it means that I have no specific interest, I have no specific bias in like certain music and movies, and then they just told me that's because you have no taste. #1 post-apocalypse hater. I wish there was a post-apocalypse simulator. Or like a city builder. Have you guys seen the new map? We can see underground now. It's not very good though. It's not like the best thing ever because I can't click out of it. I wish when you go away from this part of the map, it should directly default to the above map in my opinion. But it doesn't do that. You have to click something else. You can't just click a blank piece of the map either. You have to click this. Alright, let's just go and walk around in Genshin and see what kind of chest we can get. Where should I start? Where should I start? I've already gotten a lot of this. This one is underground. So maybe I should start with Weenut. Holy shit, there's 3 underground levels? Jesus Christ. This place is insane. At least Linnea works hydro ether and makes Dia look like a crack. I saw Jeff say that there was a Jeff video that said that Hydro Traveler was like the worst thing that has ever happened to the Traveler in its entire existence. Oh, I hated that place. Mouse work. Doesn't the roll button from the mouse work? Really? I never noticed that. Wait, what? So if I go to this... No, it doesn't. The mouse rolling thing doesn't work. No. That's not how it works. Unfortunately. I'm gonna go get some water. My mouth is feeling dry. My water jug is not beside me. But I think I'm gonna start from... Is here a good place to start? I don't know how the PC buttons, the PC controls so far have been kind of weird. Wait, there's no other way to get into this place. Weird. You have to go upstairs. Elevator. I'm gonna start calling Scaramouche Elevator Venti because that's basically what he is. I dead. Fine. So this is how it's gonna be. Mono Nemo it is. Alright, this is where my adventure starts. I'm gonna explore Genshin Impact for the first time in 7 months. Oh my god, that's a big bird. Hydro Traveler Burst basically says adieu. Really? They have a French voice line? That's cool. Asking this because I don't know how the PC buttons work. Oh, I see. Alright, I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be back in like 30 seconds probably. Sad Dendro Traveler was the only decent one. The Electro Traveler is pretty decent as well, but he got power crept really early on by Raiden Shogun. That's the only problem with the Electro Traveler. He just has no place in the meta, right? If you're gonna use Electro Traveler, you might as well just use Raiden Shogun. And I feel like everybody has Raiden Shogun, so what you gonna do? I'll be back in 30 seconds. No, the burst basically clipped out Arena in the abyss. Oh, okay, I see. Damn, I thought I was getting excited there for a second. It's like, oh my god, I actually have a reason to use Hydro Traveler. Nope. He just still sucks. I'll be back.
Bad. 这世上没有纯粹的自由，风也会有吹到头的时候。
Okay, I got some dumplings, steamed dumplings. I got my scallion cake. I mean, not scallion cake, it's scallion waffle? Scallion pancake, right? Got my water. The dumplings are glued to the fucking pan again. I guess I'll just have to scrape it off with my fingers. At least this time it's in the middle. There's like little holes. And then that's basically why you think they wouldn't be stuck to the pan, but they are still stuck to the pan. Because the dumplings on the side are glued to the part without the holes. I think the only valuable in HMC is his pew pew skill. They basically give us the Hydro Traveler because of the Usia skill, isn't it? They have like their Numa skill and an Usia skill, and I suppose Hydro Traveler probably has one half, and then Lynette has the other half because she's free. Or at least that's how I think about it. Am I wrong? Okay, let's see where you take me. Wait, my character's dead. Delicious fruity smoothie. And I don't traveler. I go welcome will probably have both, yeah.
没叫你跟着。
You know she does because her eyes are different colors, which basically symbolizes. Oh, she got eggs.
才。忠诚，收工，捉到了。
真理。
It's kind of crazy, but the enemy, even the Conflagrated Beasts in the open world, are still kind of like buff. They're still kind of strong. Like, look at how strong she is. She almost killed me. Jesus. And don't forget, HMC drop blue balls. That can also be valuable for a Noivlet. Yeah. I was right about the balls, by the way. They are part of his kit. Take his offspring and fight. Eat it raw.
多余。
Make it part of my vegan diet. Not my vegan diet, but I don't know what the diet is called. Ooh, a chest.
固华生命，断，才
Why do people eat eggs raw again?
亮腾，
Like, what is the reason for that? I constantly see people who are into like fitness eat eggs raw, but is there actually a reason for that, or are they just like masochists? Because I swear, eating eggs raw probably does not taste good. Also, why do people put like eggs raw into alcohol? I don't understand. Somebody needs to explain this shit to me. People do so many weird things with eggs, I swear. Just eat it normally, God. It's like people who do weird shit with pizza. Like in Taiwan, we have a whole bunch of different. We have like sausage pizza. We have like taro on pizza. We have a whole bunch of dumb shit on pizza because people don't actually like pizza there. They just like using pizza as as this art project. I don't know. I eat what tastes good and don't eat what tastes bad. Yeah, it's so simple. I will never understand gym bros who drink raw. I know, right? Why? There has to be like some health reason for it. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of nonsense. Wait, this has an actual like collision box. That's so weird. You can actually climb this. How would you climb this? It's literally a bunch of regs. This shit makes no sense. Noivlat's skill produces 3 blue balls, and his burst also produces 3 more blue balls. When I see his gameplay, 1 Kamehameha charge attack equals to 3 blue balls. Okay. That made no sense to me, but I trust you. All I know is that he uses balls to do his attacks. That's not wrong, right? He has balls. Balls. Wait, what? He got stuck. I swear, they need to improve the AI for this game. Maybe that will be Genshin 2.0. Anyways, we'll actually be able to traverse the terrain. Blue balls are for healing. Red balls are for what? Red balls are for damage and blue balls are for healing. You need to charge for a longer time if you don't convert the blue balls. Oh, I understand. I'm more interested in Natlan. Natlan is still my most hyped region. Some of the leaks for Natlan are very interesting. Like the fact that there's not going to be like... What the? There's leaks that Natlan is not going to have a main city, and it's all just going to be a bunch of tribes. I find that very interesting. Feels like it's going to be a departure from the traditional Genshin stuff. And also, it's probably going to make Monocryo very good. Natlan is definitely the most mysterious out of all the regions so far. Because there's even less info about it compared to Sumeru. And when we went into Sumeru, we had almost nothing about Sumeru. We knew almost nothing. It's either going to be epic or the biggest disappointment. I don't think they're ever going to disappoint with Genshin releases. In terms of exploration and like the characters, everybody gets hyped eventually. They haven't had a real miss for a long time. Even Inazuma still had really cool characters. And the lore was good. The lore for Inazuma was good. Imagine we have to build a main... Oh, that'd be so cool. We do know there are like faunas. There's like saunas there. There's probably gonna be volcanoes.
真慢。
You find their characters lame? Like what?
该行动了。难得的猎物，采。忠诚，收割，彩雨流红。
真理复始终。
俯瞰凡尘，
You know what? You know what I actually want in my teapot? I wish I could have one of these like eremites. I wish I could just take one of these eremites, at least the female ones, and put them in my teapot. I want to like invite them out on a date or something. I don't know if that's a bit creepy. It's a bit creepy. But I think I'm getting weaker to their cute characters. I like the cute characters in Honkai Star Rail more. I don't know why what it is about the cute characters in Genshin Impact, but they kind of piss me off. I definitely think like Bailu and Klee are just not Bailu and
我说话刻薄吗？只是
Bailu and
实话
what's her
实说
name?
罢了。
I forgot what their name is. But basically Bailu is extremely cute. Oh, Bailu and Hook are just like the best. I believe the whole rebuilding that street in Shinjo story is a test for something bigger. That whole thing looks like a Arknights game to me. Can't wait for Snezhnaya. Yeah, I think after Fontaine, I'm getting more excited for Snezhnaya because I thought Fontaine would be more of a retread of Mondstadt. And to an extent it is. Like, have you seen the city in the middle of the lake? It's literally Mondstadt City, but bigger. But it's done very well. And the exploration mechanics are really cool, so kind of makes up for it.
What? 羽线难画。点数如何呢？
提篮重击，
知师成景。
I just attacked them through the wall.
你自己拿着玩。
Fontaine is basically Mond but modern. Yeah. It's Fontaine is Mondstadt if Mondstadt had the budget that Fontaine did. It's Mondstadt but with a bigger budget. I've also heard that when people saw Fontaine for the first time, it was like, this is how I imagined Mondstadt should have looked like. But instead, Mondstadt is just a tiny little town. A tiny little walled city in the middle of nowhere. With a bunch of like, the most generic... Looking at it now, it is the most generic environment out of all of Genshin. But I'm still interested in Natlan more than Snezhnaya because it's going to be Latin America and Africa. Yeah. I like Sumeru and Natlan the most because they're usually not covered by most video games, right? Their settings are probably the most different compared to any of the other settings. I feel like I have a lot of bias in favor of novelty. I don't necessarily enjoy... There are certain things about the writing in Genshin Impact that are just very formulaic, even if it is good writing. But I feel like I value that a lot less than novelty. If things are new or like presented differently, I value that more than if it's executed properly. Ouch. But I'm still interested in Natlan more than Snezhnaya, yeah. That thing is so annoying. Snezhnaya is basically Russia with Taurus and the Soviet aesthetics, but that's still interesting because we don't really see... Yeah, I think that's also interesting. Snezhnaya is also just the most like mysterious out of the different regions, right? Because it's where the big baddies are from.
忠诚
So how are they going to present it?
凡尘
Wouldn't we literally be a bunch of, I don't know, Crinmos in that region? Right from the get-go? How are we even going to get to Snezhnaya?
多余。
Wouldn't all of the different, like, harbingers hate us? I think Sarag is the name of a Russian god. I don't know anything about that. It isn't Sora, Bellabug, and Yorilo. Yeah, there's
没
a...
话找话的
I
样子
feel like-
太可笑了。
Even before Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact, there was a lot of, like, Russian-inspired things in Hoyoverse games. Like, isn't Kiana a Russian name? Kiana, no. Kian. American origins? Oh my god. Maybe I was wrong this entire time. Maybe Kiana is American. Kaslana sounds kind of Russian as well. Germanic elements. Because the name Kaslana name is known as the Knight in the Schicksal. I have no idea what this is, any of this is about. Siegfried is a German name. Oh, I knew that because of Siegfried. What does Kaslana mean? Snegurochka. I can't pronounce that, but I'll trust you if that is called if you want to see it in Snitchile. Azade, that's true, but Bellabog doesn't really go into deep into mythology or symbolism. None of the games ever do that. None of the different regions ever go that deep in symbolism. You have to read all the lore text for that. Like, what do we really learn about Monchet or Liyuan just by doing the main story quest? We literally learn almost nothing. What do we know about Senora? Almost nothing.
该行动，羽线难化。
Her protected names either symbolize a great god names or a matter of creates existence. Really? I didn't notice that. Oh yeah, Aether and Lumine are both like deity names, aren't they? Or ideals. Hmm.
才
风袭，
Oh, there's a tunnel down there. Oh, I think I know why I don't like the desert region as much. This kind of reminds me of World of Warcraft. I don't know what about this region what it is about this region that reminds me of World of Warcraft. I don't like it.
燕腾，
风袭，
Navia means navy too. And the smith in Sumeru's name. The name of the smith in the Sumeru region actually just means smith. In Iranian, I think. Monchet's lore isn't that shallow. I think I really like... Actually, I might like Monchet lore more than like Liu, to be honest. Maybe just because it's the first region. A lot of it almost makes me cringe. Does Fontaine make you cringe as well? What do you think about Baguette
叫你跟着。
as a dog? Would French people really name their dog Baguette? Baguette. I don't know how to pronounce it. What's the lore in Monchet? They were slaves, and then there were nobles, and then the nobles turned other people into slaves, but then somebody rebelled, so now there are no slaves. Also, there were a bunch of red-headed people there once from Natland, but now I don't know. They kind of disappeared. Mond is basically your typical isekai anime. Yeah, basically. Hmm.
固华生意，断，羽线难化。
Oh my god. Even here they do a lot of damage. What the fuck?
极蓝重击，
怒风腾天。不过如此。
Ouch.
多余。
Okay. That was fun. Then Dragon was bad and sad, and then he wasn't. Yeah, basically. There was a dragon. There were actually 2 dragons. Or maybe even 3. There was a bad dragon, and then it got defeated, but didn't really get defeated. Because it infected another dragon. And then the other dragon got sad and really emo. And he couldn't find his friend. Because his friend was sleeping. His friend was taking a nap. While the dragon was like suffering and being all emo. And then the friend woke up and was like, what the fuck? Why is my friend so emo? And the dragon was like, wait a minute, I haven't seen you like a bajillion years. Where'd you go? And then they all fought each other for a bit, and then we're like, okay, I guess that's done. Let's be friends again. That's basically the entire story of Matcha in a nutshell. There's a library? Oh no, his name is just Book in Fontaine. Amazing. I love MiHoYo.
风起。
Oh, also the dragon was on drugs because he's stupid. And he trusted a bunch of weirdos who had like fast masks on and looked like a bunch of like, I don't know.
怒风腾天。来，
Like a bunch of hand-me-down scuffed Sonic villains.
没叫你跟着。
So he trusted them, and they took a fucking giant rock and stuck it into the dragon, and then he became even more emo. So his friend had to unstuck the rock in the dragon's neck, and then everybody was happy again.
没叫你跟着。
Amazing story. 10 out of 10.
收，忠诚，收。
The moral of Matcha's story is don't do drugs. Also, don't go take a nap when your friend is being emo. Friends help friends not be emo.
固华生意，羽线难化，才。
真理复始中，
风起。
Samudra Coast basically means sea coast. Isn't there a song? The song for the Skill Gorge waterscape in Honkai Star is called Samudratha. I wonder if it's kind of somehow related. Where am I? I should probably just go deeper. Ooh, what is this? Where were all these things when I was trying to level up Dia?
怒风腾天。
Devalin, I can't sleep. Venti, I can't night.
没叫你跟着。
Devalin really just needs some ASMR.
真慢。
He needed like listen to some. What he needed to do was turn on Twitch, go to Amaranth's channel, and listen to some ASMR.
断，才。你很疼。
送你，拿去我。
风起。
Oh,
真慢。真慢。
what's that pill you take so that you can go to sleep? I forgot what it was. It's like melanin. It's like melanin or melatonin or something. I forgot what supplement you need to take to go to sleep better. Only weirdos listen to ASMR. That's true. I've never listened to ASMR. No, I would never do that. Melatonin, yeah. It's the thing you're supposed to get if you have like,
真慢。
if you can't go to sleep.
不必心急。
Booby Shinji. Booby Shinji. I like how just return to the same place.
散发的
Amazing.
财物，无声的线索。
Amazing gameplay.
丝线交。
怒风腾天，嘿呀，呀，大，叫大声点。
From the pineal gland, melatonin. How do you guys know this stuff?
固化生命在行动。
Does everybody just have trouble sleeping? Am I the only person who has no trouble sleeping at all? I've taken those pills before. They're not really pills, they're just supplements. And I suppose they did make me want to sleep faster. But like I don't need trouble sleeping. That's the thing. That's the problem.
真慢。
I need the opposite. I need help staying awake. From the pineal gland, my exams are in 2 months. Is that why you need melatonin? I have no problem sleeping. Wish they actually sell those pills. Melatonin doesn't work for me. I have to buy them. Yeah. It must suck not being able to go to sleep. I get very bored easily. So sometimes I'll just be playing games and I will literally just... What the fuck?
怒风腾天，
And I will just doze off. And my keyboard... I would just like go... What the fuck is this? Wait, are those real marked in the sand?
风袭，
Oh my god. They simulate the wind effects.
怒风腾天，
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, now they don't. I don't know why they did before.
叫你跟着。
Only summer makes it hard for me to sleep. It's the opposite. In summer, I always want to sleep. It's the opposite for me. Summertime is basically sleepy time for me. I can't stay awake. Everything is just so hard. And everything is so sweaty. I go to the fucking bathroom, I break out in sweat. Go outside for like 2 seconds, I break out in sweat. Heat makes me sick. I've never had problems with the heat in the past before, but recently, feels like both heat and cold make me feel bad. Never was like, didn't feel like that when I was a kid though. What the shit?
眼神如何呢？抓到你，羽线难画。
I missed.
鼠窃之辈，
提篮重击，
大，
Silly, why'd you make the ground break? I wish I had John Lee. I feel like this is a John Lee place. Cold-blooded animal. You became a dragon. I wish. I feel like this is a John Lee exploration
这当是
place.
散心了。
Behold,
固若金汤，
the arc on the rocks. That's Rock Digger. And now you're useless.
拒收并蓄。
Where am I? Oh, so I'm on the 3rd floor. Interesting. There's one more floor over there. I see.
遗珠
I think I need to go to bed. I need to go, bench.
献球，
I'm kind of sleepy. See you next time. Alright. See you later.
知识成景，断。财，该行动了。 收。
俯瞰凡尘，
Sometimes I'll just have my PS5 on while I'm going to bed, and then I just leave it on with the stream on. It's really unhealthy too. Wait, did I just respawn?
脚大声点，来，
It's probably not good for my PS5 or my
流
TV.
乳，羽线难画。甚好，甚好。
What is this? Oh, they're rocks. What the heck?
风起，来，
Meat. Whoa, what is this? It's just another place, like all the other places. Weenut tunnels. What is this? How do I use this? I'll figure that out sooner or later.
安如磐石，
裁，断。忠诚，收割，燕腾，知识成景。
俯瞰凡尘，没叫你跟着，
Really? It's one of those things. You beat the enemy, you
你
unlock
自
the
己拿着
puzzle.
玩吧。
Wait, I sensed something. Is there something up there? Dendroculus? Where are you? How do I do this though? Do I just attack it? No, it can't be. Wait, what? Really? Do I just attack it? Oh, I do. Wait, what? Wait, what? What is this? I'm so confused. Wait, what? Huh? You have to match it with the rocks on the other side? Bro! Wait, really? The rocks on the other side. Nani? Oh, those rocks? Oh, I see.
风起，
Oh! Oh. Wait, isn't that it? Huh? Or is it the opposite way around? Oh, it's the oh, so it's this one's facing that one. This one's facing that one. I see. Ah, very nice. Very, very nice. I knew that. What is that thing up there? Why is there something up there?
俯瞰凡尘，
The shit. How am I supposed to climb up there without Scaradouche? Oh, you can just climb. You can climb sand? Weird.
天动万象，
Everything is better than Twitter
固若
politics,
金
lol.
汤。
裁，羽线难画。
I mean, there's Reddit politics.
收，
I feel like Reddit politics is worse than Twitter politics, to be honest. Yeah, at least with Twitter, I can just follow one person. With Reddit, it's like you see a bunch of anonymous names. You don't know who anybody is. I feel like that's kind of... I don't like that about Reddit. Also, Reddit has a bunch of weirdo mods. Like, nobody explains anything there. You can get banned for doing anything, and you can't really do anything about it. At least with Twitter, you know that there's like some kind of authority behind it all, and people just can't ban you all willy-nilly.
运收并蓄，
I think Genshin will defeat Star Rail purely because there are more. I mean, it's not gonna defeat Star Rail, it's just gonna be running alongside it. The only reason why I have Reddit is because of Genshin leaks. Yeah, I've fallen off on Reddit for quite a while now. It's not that I don't like Reddit, it's just that the usefulness is getting more limited, so to speak.
天理长驱，
Reddit is basically either... Yeah, I was not gonna mention porn, but it basically is porn and gacha. Oh my god. It is basically porn and gacha for me. I wasn't gonna mention porn, but you said it first. Wow. The only reason why you have to match it with the rocks on the other side. Everything is better than Twitter politics. Lame debate, but at least it's not Twitter politics. I think Genshin will defeat Star Rail purely because there are more. There is always a debate. There is always a debate that my friend gets into about some people who think Star Rail cast can defeat all characters in Genshin, or that all Genshin characters are weaker than compared to Honkai. What the fuck is that? Who cares? Who the hell cares? I mean, to be fair, the gods in Honkai Star Rail probably are stronger than the Archons, but it's like, it's not like a big deal though, right? Because they're just different. You can't even see the gods in Honkai Star Rail. They're literally like primordial beings that live off somewhere in the galaxy. Oh, so you have to match these to these other ones, right? What does that even mean? Which one is supposed to match which one? Okay. This, like this, like this. Oh my god, I'm a genius! Apparently Honkai fans care so much. I feel like a lot of Honkai Star Rail fans are literally just... Honkai Star Rail fans I feel like are much more toxic than Genshin. Because Honkai Star Rail fans they have like this weird... They're a combination of old Genshin players who quit Genshin Impact. New Genshin players who... like, then started playing Genshin after they started playing Star Rail. And a bunch of Honkai Impact fans who are like, well, Honkai Impact is the actual successor of MiHoYo's, like, Dawei CEO loves Honkai more than Genshin. We have this weird, conflict going on there. It's just so weird. Eons and Archons are both from Gnosticism. That's why I don't engage in those arguments, because yeah, bro, your waifu is stronger than the other waifu from the same company. They're literally from the same company. Why are you fighting each other? It's so dumb. It's like imagine if a Hearthstone player fought with a World of Warcraft player trying to argue which one is the better Warcraft game. Bitch, they don't make Warcraft games anymore. Wait, what? Why did that one turn off? So this 1, 2, and a 3. That should be the last one. Nice.
冒险生活不容易。
Amazing. Great game. There's too much to prove with Honkai Star Rail. People can't just like the game for what it is. Okay. Remember when people used to jump on top of John Lee's big cock for exploration? Nobody does that anymore. Wait, where? What is this place? What is that? I've never seen this. Wait, does it glow in the dark? I never knew that.
固若金
I've
汤，
only seen this thing in the light before. Why is there a giant bubble here? I thought the bubble was supposed to like trap me or something. I'm like, who the fuck cares? I'm here for the booba and cake. Yeah.
鼠窃之辈，真慢。
What is that? Oh, that's literally an attack. I do think lore-wise, you could make the argument that Aeons are stronger than the Archons, but the Archons are not like even the real gods of Genshin Impact. The real god is like the primordial one, and there's probably even gods like above him.
安如磐石，
Because the primordial god rules like
知识成景，
nation,
但
right?
是洞穴
Whereas the
难画
primordial god, whereas the Aeons are just primordial like beings.
拒收并蓄，
They're like primordial beings that embody an ideal. Mysterious meat. Aeons are against Archons. Gnosticism. Coolio.
固若金汤，
I think the correct comparison would be between Cocolia and like what's his name? Scaramouche in his robot form. I think that would be an okay comparison. Or maybe like Pantilia versus Scaramouche. Or even Jingyuan versus Scaramouche.
何日再
They will probably be on more similar terms of power level than an Aeon versus an Archon. Maybe an Aeon versus the Primordial God would be a better comparison. But we just don't know what their like power levels are. And at this point, does it really matter? Because there's going to be plot armor anyways, right? How the fuck are we going to defeat Nanook? Have you guys ever thought about that? Because we know we're going to face Nanook at some point. And Nanook is literally the Aeon of destruction. They're like a primordial force of destruction.
安如磐石，
There's going to be a whole bunch of plot armor going on for us to do that.
俯瞰凡尘，
Like, you thought beating a bunch of giant bosses was bad for the combat. Imagine having to fight an Aeon. No matter how it's represented, it's always going to be like a cheap version of what it's supposed to represent.
真慢。
There's no way they can represent an Aeon in a way that makes sense. Besides having it be embodied by like a little tiny human model. Or even a gigantic human model would be off. Because these things are supposed to be able to destroy planets completely. And we're supposed to beat that? Weird. Wait, the domain is upstairs. How do I get back upstairs?
真慢。
Okay, don't think I can just... Oh yeah, this thing. That's what it's for. The Archons are gods due to their control of one element. one of the 7 elements that can change the landscape, like a slicing island in half. They are powerful, but not powerful as the primordial. Yeah, exactly. They're up here. Oh, there's a secret. There's a secret area over there. How do I get up there? Wait a second. Is this a scaramouche? How do people who don't have scaramouche get up there? Okay, let me try this. Let me see. Oh my god, I didn't even see that. Let me try something. This is gonna be amazing.
逆风腾天，
Shit! I didn't pay to win enough.
你自己拿着玩吧。
Wait, was that it? No, it's still up there. Can't wait for Celestia to be overthrown. I feel like Celestia is probably dead. I feel like whatever is in Celestia is not like actual Celestia. I'm getting the feeling that Archons will overthrow the gods in Celestia with the Traveler. I think so as well. I think the idea of the Fatui being bad guys is like a big red herring. I think the Celestia, the people in Celestia are the big bad, the ultimate big bad. Oh, I see. So I have to basically go up there. Uh-oh. Maybe I can put down another pillar over here. Wait, that's not it. Pillar number 2.
风袭，
Oh my god, pay to win! Let's go! What are mechanics?
啊，这你也要？
Jesus, that was amazing. I don't need to do mechanics. Imagine we get Celestia as a second home to hang out. Yeah, the Celestial Teapot. How do people even get up there? I don't understand. Like, if you're just a normal person, how do you get up there?
俯瞰凡尘，
And how do I get up there? Thinking. Did he magically ascend there? Jesus.
没叫你跟着。
You must have paid to win even more than I have. That's not it.
真慢，
Gotta go up and away.
风腾天，
Okay, I'm starting to feel a tiny bit dumb. Oh, I have to get these pupas. Somehow I have to get all the way up there. Oh, it's here. I see. I see.
真慢，
I think they use the teleport waypoint. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's
没叫你跟
annoying.
着。俯瞰凡尘，
That's super annoying.
不必心急。
疾风随行。
That's going downstairs. So is there no way for me to get upstairs? Solely by exploration? Do I actually have to go to the teleport point? When was the last time you guys used the portable teleport point? I feel like I need one of those things at this point. Can you put those portable teleport points underwater? Thinking. Came upstairs over there. Holy shit, do I actually... Is there no way to get back up? Jesus Christ. Okay. Might be time to give up. Hmm.
收。
怒风腾天。哼，真慢。
There has to be some kind of teleport point that I'm not getting. Maybe I can unlock it with Dendro?
俯瞰凡尘，
Okay, maybe teleport point is the way to go. You guys might be right about this. I might just have to go down here. Face the Weenut. And I can't get over there. Oh, isn't that wonderful? It's locked. So I'm guessing there has to be a way down from over here.
拒收并蓄，
Okay, so maybe it's over here. The hole is probably over here somewhere. Yeah, it is. I don't think this was the way I came last time, though. So maybe maybe I could enter it from over here. I'm so bad with directions. Ah, I see.
喜。俯瞰凡尘，没叫你跟着。
There's so much sand. I feel like a broken clock, but there is really so much sand in this place. And it goes on and on forever. That's why we got tired of the desert too easily. Yeah, like, this place doesn't look all that different from all the other sandy places we've been to. There really is just a lot of sand. And it all looks it looks more samey than any of the other regions we've ever been to. Like, sure, it's cool, it's atmospheric, but we need some variety. Says it's over there. What is that? Oh shit! Shit, I'm back in the same place. How did I get back up there? Damn it! Did I just waste my entire time? Ah! Jesus fucking Christ. Wait, I can just go in there. I actually enjoy the sands. Yeah. This is one of those cases where I feel like I am complaining. Just for complaining's sake. Don't mind me. Go enjoy what you enjoy. That's what I always say.
固若金汤，
俯瞰凡尘，
The sand will take me. My vendetta is with the sand, and the sand alone is between us. It doesn't involve anybody else.
收，丝线交。
来，大，没叫你跟着。怒风腾天。
Missed that hole.
不必心急。
On the other hand, I didn't enjoy exploring Monchet. Really, Monchet is also one of those places where I have a hard time 100%ing, similar to Liyue. That's true. From a difficulty perspective, I actually think Monchet is quite hard. I failed to find everything there. Inazuma is probably the most easy exploration-wise for me.
风袭，
Since the smallest chest gave nothing. That's true.
真慢。
So why bother exploring it? I do like exploring for exploring's sake sometimes.
断。才，知识成景。
天动万象，
怒风腾天，来！
中场收工。
俯瞰凡尘，来！
Did I just get... I feel like I got staggered more than once.
拒收并蓄。有欲之物，亦有风也。
I think that was the problem with the second Summer Archipelago. It didn't give good enough awards for exploring and doing the events. But that's basically it. If it just gave a bit better awards, people would have felt more motivated to do stuff there. Oh, it's a fire torch quest. Yeah. Do I not have a single fire character? What about a bow fire character? You're useful. And you. And you. And I think Hele. Yep, that's my
就由我来保护。
maximum puzzle solving team. What? Ah. The halls of death do not welcome the deluge of living things. Suspiration of the deceased. Walk through the winding corridors to clean up the overpopulating fungi and slimes, along with those hilly trolls who should not have occupied the place to start with. Perhaps such offerings will lead to unexpected rewards. Okay. I love the pyramids. I think the pyramids were the best part of the desert so far for me. I like being in these things, but I don't like actually being, you know, in the desert. Because it just looks the same, going on and on forever. That was my main problem with it. It's just the lack of visual variety can be a bit monotonous. But what is that place? Oh, missed my step. Amazing. Any chests? No.
令你一束袖。
去吧，剑出，影随。可别眨眼。
手牵手，
Ouch.
好像有点痛。
黑之翼，剑光如我，斩尽如杂。迅影如剑。呀！
That's it. Wow. Okay, I think I'm done with exploration for now. I made good progress. Or at least in this tiny little part of the place, I got this. I think I didn't get any waypoints, but at least I got this one. And I explored pretty much this entire thing. I'm gonna go watch some Ashkai videos now, I think. I'm still not really too sure about the High Cloud Quintet. So I might as well watch this again.
对。
And try to make sense of the story. So this is Ashika's video for the 1.2 story quest for not Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail. And a lot of people have been complaining about how Dan Hen's story is not actually covered in the game, but it is. It is just all in the lore text. And of course, Ashika is going to make sense of it for me.
My past enemies are either dead or captured, and my past friends are scattered to the wind.
And of course, it's going to be one of those cases where I feel like, oh my god, I have no idea what she's talking about for 90% of the time, because they never actually cover the main story. How much of, when you guys watch Ashka videos, do you feel like you have a good idea of what they're talking, of what she's talking about for at least 50% of the time? Or do you guys just have no idea? I wonder what the level of understanding is between, you know, different players.
Now that
I only have no clue when it's Honkai. Oh, okay, I see.
of 5 people.
I do wonder if Honkai Star Rail being a more linear game than Genshin Impact, I wonder if that has any like consequence for how people understand the game. Do people feel more motivated to read lore text in Genshin Impact than they do in Honkai Star Rail? Do you think that's a possibility?
We must pay a price. These words are carved into my every wound.
If he were to forget everything,
Yeah, often if it's the parts I couldn't piece together for myself.
easier for me.
Violet Lune, when will our retribution come?
I read more for Genshin. Interesting.
So how many of you are sitting around here wondering why all these people are just fighting each other? I'm guessing it's probably most of you. And you know what? Fair enough. Unless you're talking to every NPC and reading all of the supplemental in-game texts, you're probably not that familiar with the group known as the High Cloud Quintet, an almost legendary group of 5 friends.
can at least
four of
grasp
whom
it.
we've met and
So,
one-
would you say you have a better grasp of what Honkai about? You have a better grasp of what Genshin Impact lore is about than Honkai Star Rail. Would you say that's correct?
It's complicated. But these friends fought alongside each other against the denizens of abundance for the Xianzhou Alliance hundreds of years ago, and of the original 5, only Jing Yuan remains aboard the Luo Fu in any sort of public fashion. So obviously something went horribly, horribly wrong at some point with these guys, but before we can even begin to theorize about what sort of crazy stuff led to all of this, we need to get a little
played some
backstory
game
on
series
each
that
of
have
the 5 High
more-
Cloud
some more
Quintet
confusing
members.
plot.
Now if that sounds boring,
Would you say those games are gacha games though? Are those games gacha games? Okay, Kingdom Hearts. Okay, that's true, but Kingdom Hearts. Whoever's covering Kingdom Hearts lore is probably doing it for shits and giggles. Like, nobody takes Kingdom Hearts lore seriously, because Kingdom Hearts lore is basically just... And then there was Roxas, and then there was Xehanort, and then Roxas is the heartless of Sora, and Sora was born from, you know, I don't know what. And then his best friend, Kairi, or some shit, was, I don't know. And then, didn't Kairi become Sora in one of his DLCs? Like there was a DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3 where Kairi becomes Sora. Is that true? Do any of you people care?
To you, trust me.
So it's complete
anything
nonsense.
but boring.
And people
If you
expect
thought
it to
the
be
fate of
complete
Teen Moon
nonsense,
was a
and it's
nice
fine.
twist in the latest story chapter.
Let's be real. The reason why people play Kingdom Hearts is because of Disney. And it used to be Final Fantasy as well, but they got rid of Final Fantasy characters. So now it's just Kingdom Hearts Disneyland.
You are not prepared for the level of twisty, turny, swervy, worvy, what the freakery I'm about to present here. So grab yourself a snack and a seat because the introductions will begin momentarily. Now, like I said earlier, Jing Yuan is the only one of the High Cloud Quintet still visible to the public eye. The rest are either dead, Mara-struck, exiled, or have been forced through reincarnation as a punishment for a crime. Sometimes it's multiple of these. It gets a little bit messy, and Jing Yuan just so happens to be the least messy of the quintet. Jing Yuan came from a family that traditionally served the Realm Keeping Commission, but he broke from his familial norms to join the Cloud Knights when he became of age. He was still pretty young when he saved his fellow knights from being brain-jacked by a bunch of puppeteer jellyfish aliens, and that feat landed him in an important position within the knights and also caught the eye of the sword champion of the Luofu, and her name was Jing Liu. Jing Liu was not from the Luofu initially. She was instead one of the only known survivors of the Xianzhou ship, the Sangxiang, which was devoured by the activated planet known as Rahu in the year 6300. Now, Rahu appears to be a planet capable of devouring entire worlds, and based on this text from the overview of the Xianzhou's Materia Medica, it seems to be a living planet. Not a planet with living things on it, but a planet that is itself alive. So that's fun. Anyway, it should be around this time that Blade arrived on one of the Xianzhou ships via a merchant ship. But at the time, he would have been using the name Yingxing, which doesn't appear to be his real name either, since he was a short-life species unrelated to the Xianzhou. We don't really know what his original name was, so I'm just going to call him Blade so everything is less confusing. Blade arrived on the Xianzhou with the intent to study weaponry, which means, believe it or not, Blade actually makes blades, or at least he used to. He was a craftsman, and in fact, he made all of the weapons for the High Cloud Quintet. Now, given that he wasn't a Xianzhou native, he would not have been naturally immortal, and it is illegal to make people immortal according to the Xianzhou law. I've been put a pin in that one because that will become important later. So
Okay, most of you who play Honkai Star Rail know at least that Dan Hun tried to make Blade immortal, right? You guys know that part, right? Was it ever clearly like conveyed to you guys in the story that happened? Or did you guys completely miss that? Because that is the most surface level part of the entire story and relationship between Blade and Dan Hun that you could get from, I don't know, reading the lore. I don't know that. You didn't know that. But do you play Honkai Star Rail though? This is only for people who play Honkai Star Rail. Nope, had to piece it together still. Seriously? So they never explain it in the main story. Because I have a hard time distinguishing and separating what is in the lore text and in the main story from lore text. Yeah. So even that you have to read the lore text to find out. Interesting. I can see why people are so alienated by the story if they just didn't give a fuck about the text. Of course I play rogue games.
Assuming that Blade must have been quite young at this point when he arrived, because Jing Yuan, at the very least, is described as a kid when Blade gave him his Devastator Glaive. The two were known to bicker with each other, which just makes me think of two teens like Yenqing's age picking on each other, and it's just kind of funny. Also, the High Cloud Quintet sort of era of exploits, so to speak, was only about 100 years. As he got older, Blade became especially...
What? Let's go back for a second. We've already seen these... interesting. We've never seen these character models. They're not actually character models, but they're like silhouettes of character models. We haven't seen these unit models in the game yet, which makes me think we might get an expansion at some point in the future for future Xianzhou ships.
So to speak, was only about 100 years. As he got older, Blade became especially close to the High Elder of the Vidyadhara, Dan Feng.
They're Cloud Knights. Yeah, but we haven't seen the character models for them yet.
We can infer all of this from how their
relationship
is described in the
Cloud
Passerby
Knights
of Wandering Clouds relic set, which is a set that is told from the perspective of Blade. Now, according to this set, the two of them often sparred together, drank together, wore a matching set of custom bracers that Dan Feng crafted for them, and the relic set even describes them as being bosom friends. So, yeah, I mean, they are undeniably close. There's also a slightly odd instance where the relic set says that the two exchanged wine cups under the moon, and I know that to Western audiences this doesn't really sound like much of an important thing, but the original Chinese text uses some really obscure archaic characters which can be read as engagement, which does not necessarily imply a romantic thing, but it does heavily imply...
What was that? My fucking god, these bitches gay. Good for them, good for them. Yeah, that's basically the entire fan base for this game at this point. That's it's literally the entire fan base on their relationship. Without that part, without the gay part, this game's fan base goes down by at least 30%.
Does heavily imply a deep, almost familial bond.
Without the fanfiction,
regardless.
Hoyoverse games are just nothing.
Now, later in the relic set, after Blade loses his mind to the Mara and his memories get a little hazy, he finds himself holding a jade flask that he made, that he also meant to give to Dan Feng as a gift, only to realize that his friend is no longer around. Some of you probably think I'm getting sidetracked here, but I promise I am not. The relationship between Dan Feng and Blade is extremely important, and it's second only to the relationship between Jing.
Whether or not you
and
engage
final
in it,
member
somebody's
of the
doing
High
it.
Cloud Quintet, who we know only as the Foxian. I really hope you guys are sitting down for this, because this is where this gift gets really, really weird. The Foxian member of the quintet was a very gifted Starskiff pilot, well-traveled and perhaps a bit reckless. If Blade's character story is anything to go by, anyway. She could shoot multiple arrows at a time with a recurve bow he made her while piloting her Starskiff. Honestly, she sounds quite a bit like Yukong, but she's definitely not Yukong, otherwise she'd be named as such in all the sources since Yukong is pretty famous, but I digress. Now, I really need to go out on a very, very bizarre limb here, and I promise that this will all make sense if you just stick with me for a few minutes, okay?
Does literally
Because
City do fanfiction?
Who the Foxian actually is, and yes, we've met them, and yes, they're playable. It's Bailu.
Yay.
Wait, don't click off the video just yet.
Yeah, didn't say... During the trailer for the 1.3 live version, didn't say that during Dan Hen's story quest, he would actually meet Bailu. People were complaining about that on Reddit as well. They said that Bailu should have done more in the main story, but I guess she's finally getting her part.
know that Bailu is a Vidyadhara, so it makes zero sense if she's the Foxian of the High Cloud Quintet, but I promised you this was gonna get weird, so just stick with me, hear me out, I promise this will make sense. It'll be weird, but it'll make sense, okay? We'll get through this together. Okay. So, Bailu is the next High Elder of the Luofu Vidyadhara, and apparently, before her, every Luofu Vidyadhara High Elder was one of Dan Heng's incarnations. But not this time, because Dan Heng was exiled for the crimes of Dan Feng. So that's oddity number 1. Now, oddity number 2 is when Jing Yuan regularly visits Bailu every year, even though there's nothing wrong with him and they have no apparent connection outside of doctor and patient. Now, he always brings with him very specific treats and gifts, like he knows what she likes, and he just makes small talk asking, how she is, if she's been eating, and then he tells her all about his expeditions to other worlds that he's been on. And Bailu really, really likes those stories because she has a serious case of wanderlust, similar to a Foxian, of all things. And that's probably why she keeps trying to escape her confinement chamber. And this whole thing, when you read about it in Jing Yuan's character stories, is just so weird because it reads like...
How much of this do you guys think is going to be in Dan Hen's story quest? Like, how much of it is it going to explain? I'm guessing, at the very most, maybe 60% of what Ashika is talking about. At most, 60%. There is no way it goes any higher than that. I'm guessing they're going to explain Dan Hen's relationship with Blade. They're going to explain Bailu. But they're not going to, maybe around half of the stuff Ashika is talking about, they're not going to even mention. They're definitely not going to mention the fact that Blade made weapons for the High Cloud Quintet. I think that part's going to be out. And there's some other, non-essential parts, essentially. They're good for lore building, but that's basically it. They're not going to be in the main quest. Which is really disappointing. I wish they would put more of it in the main quest. Even Genshin Impact is kind of like this, isn't it? None of the main story quests even touch on maybe 25% of the lore of those regions. Because if you go watch Ashikai's video explaining Sumeru lore, the vast majority of it was not covered in the main story. Like, we barely know anything about Sumeru. If you don't do the Aranara quest, if you don't do like the Golden Sand, the Golden Slumber, and I haven't even done the 2 quests in the new areas yet. If you don't do those quests, it feels like you kind of know nothing about Sumeru.
Nope.
And I'm not sure if that's a bad thing. I wish they would present the lore in the main story in like a more concentrated fashion. But I don't know if that's going to drag the story down, because a lot of people seem to like the character relationships the most in the story. They don't really care that much about the lore, so they just put the lore inside of like these lore texts for other hardcore people to find. To be honest, the region lore is mostly not needed to understand the larger picture of the gods and Celestial and the Abyss. That's true, but then you get to like a region like Shinjo Lofu, and then they don't explain anything. And I'm not sure if that's even a problem from Hoyo versus standpoint. I think they might even feel like they should put all that lore into the text instead of like bothering people with it. But I actually like that there is. I feel like Shinjo Lofu's problem is that it is all about the lore. The story is about the lore rather than the characters. Like, Gurabad City lore and the scheming of the racist genie is ultimately irrelevant. That's true. But when we get to the party quest, right, we get to stuff about the former Hydro Archon. Isn't that pretty intrinsic? That's pretty, like, relevant to the next region we're going to. So unless you know beforehand that this is going to touch on the Hydro Archon, like, you have much less motivation to do that quest. And it just feels a bit weird that there's like this super important information in an entirely different region for an entirely different quest that is not related to Fontaine. Isn't that really weird though? Like, are they actually going to tell you in Fontaine after you're done with the Archon quest, okay, you should probably go do this quest to find out more about our predecessor?
But she doesn't remember him, like they were close friends once, and he even asks her about her dreams. Like those matter to him for some reason, and why should they? See, Vidyadhara High Elders are the only Vidyadharas that are supposed to dream of their previous lives due to some special artifacts that are passed down from High Elder to...
Still no physical change in the High Elder. She has not grown. This is not unusual as slow development is common among Vidyadharas. I am more concerned about her having no dreams than the slow growth of her body. All past High Elders, after receiving the Orb of Abysm, and the Transmutation Arcanum, will re-experience the events of their dragon ancestors' lives in dreams. The Office of Deep Sources is charged with transcribing, retelling, and annotating these dreams, and their files run to an enormous number of volumes. Although such dreams tend to be fragmentary and difficult to understand or interpret, it is after all the only way our kind have of coming close to the permanence. Yet Lady Bailu has experienced nothing of this sort. It is apparent that either her dragon heart is in some way damaged, or the transmutation of Arcanum has not been carried through in full. I don't know. I too ask people about their dreams. Wait, what? You ask people about their dreams? Why?
High Elder. But Bailu has never once dreamed of her past lives, and that in itself is extremely unusual. So oddity number 3. But I need to amend that statement, actually, because she doesn't actually dream until you finish her companion mission and she boards the Astral Express, because somehow doing so triggers a dream of another life for her. One where she was traveling the sky, going anywhere she wants to go, and she's so happy, but then she still wakes up crying. And you know, how coincidental would it be if we just happened to know the name of a Foxian traveler with a connection to the Nameless that were aboard the Astral Express? Oh hey, ding ding ding, looks like we've got a winner here. This is Bai Hung, a Foxian traveler, and as far as I know, this is the only reference to her by name in the game as of version 1.2. Now, coincidentally, the Chinese character used for Bai and both Bai...
Wait, what? The Nameless will never stop exploring the unknown. They will explore the long-abandoned tracks traversed by the now silent Star Rail. There are only 2 directions on a Nameless compass: the unknown scenery that spurs adventurous curiosity, and the place that will bury our bones. Sometimes they are the same thing. Baihen, Foxian traveler.
Game as of version 1.2. Now, coincidentally, the Chinese character used for Bai and both Bai Hung and Bai Lu are exactly the same. So, oddity number 5. So assuming I'm not completely insane, how could Bai Heng, a Foxian, turn into Bai Lu, a Vidyadhara? And the answer to that is Danfeng. He did it, or he's connected to it somehow. I don't know how he did it, but there's a few possibilities for how he could have achieved it. The most straightforward one is that he simply just has that kind of a power natively. It's suggested in a few places that he can perform feats of revival. I'm not really sure the extent of this or what it entails, but the only thing we can really confirm for certain is that he does have really powerful healing abilities. And if Bailu is any indication of the healing capabilities of a Vidyadhara High Elder, then he likely had the capability to revive the deceased, since, she has a revive mechanic in her kit. Irregardless of this hypothetical ability, though, the bodies of the Vidyadharas are used as ingredients in multiple experimental drugs used to alter lifespans. The first is the draught of Draconic Surge created by the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This drug uses Vidyadhara bone marrow to restore one's mind after it has been corrupted by Mara. And the more sinister instance of using Vidyadhara body parts comes from a rogue experiment. In the shredded notes of Scholar Bernini, he removed some of the fluid from one of the Vidyadhara eggs and injected it into himself. This completely reverted his aging process, all the way back to infancy. And
Holy
then
shit.
it seems to have forced him to dissolve into an embryonic fluid which couldn't exist outside of an egg.
Danfeng, a gorillion
Let's just
years
say
old,
he's not
commits
around
worst crime
anymore
ever.
to tell us the
Asked
results
to
of his experiment.
reincarnate.
So, the Vidyadhara definitely have methods,
True.
and we know Danfeng's crimes were sedition, since he incited a rebellion, and stealing immortality.
Well, he wasn't asked,
for
he was
someone
forced
other
to,
than
but,
himself.
it's still
So
not
he has to be responsible
not the worst
for
thing ever.
reviving someone or making someone immortal and therefore preventing their death.
It doesn't sound like they're
I personally
actually
think
immortal,
he
though,
did it
because
for
they
Bai
forget about their
Heng,
past
and
lives. So,
by giving
isn't
her
it basically
some
the
of
same
his
thing as
flesh,
dying?
I guess he would have turned her into Bailu by putting her through a forced reincarnation. Am I completely insane? Who knows? I'll let you decide. Either way, we're going to move on with the assumption that I am right about at least half of this, and that we're going to now use this information to talk about what really happened and answer the question at the start of this video: why are these friends fighting each other all of a sudden? While the exact details are neither confirmed nor implied with any clarity, there are a few things I'm pretty darn sure about, and it starts with the destruction of Jingliu's ship, the Sangxiang. Now, if you recall, this ship was destroyed by the world-devouring planet Rahu, but this planet was once home to an emanator of abundance.
Okay, try Member
known
Chaos,
as
but only
Shuhu,
reached floor
who
8. That's better
revived
than
the
me. I
planet
only
and
reached floor
made it
5.
that way.
I only
While
got
on the hunt
3
for
stars on floor
Frontalia,
5.
Jingyuan
Couldn't get
mentions
to
that
floor
he witnessed
6.
something called the Shuhu
Floor 6 is a
upheaval
bit
period
still a bit
aboard
too
the
hard for me.
Luofu, implying that this event must have happened in the Vidyadhara Palace area on the Luofu. Now, we know that the Intelligentsia Guild joined the Second Abundance War.
I thought they kept the memories, they don't.
749.
They can dream of them
The
sometimes.
Xianzhou Yutui after Shuhu attacked it. Based on this minimal information, I think it's incredibly likely that Shuhu was eventually sealed in the roots of the arbor aboard the Luofu and remained dormant there for hundreds of years. It's very likely that the High Cloud Quintet were involved in several battles here, actually, some of them involving Shuhu and some of them maybe not. Now, eventually, the Vidyadhara would have had to give up their palace to imprison the arbor itself completely, and Danfeng would have likely led the operation. Now, given how much the Vidyadhara sacrificed for the Xianzhou, I think it's reasonable to assume that there may be some resentment among their number, perhaps enough to lead to a bit of a power struggle later down the line, which would explain the act of sedition that Danfeng was accused of in light of all of this. However, I would like to propose the idea that Danfeng was more interested in trying to destroy Shuhu for good and recruited Blade to assist him. Because, they were close. This is kind of the point. When you need help with something really important, who do you ask? You probably ask your closest friend, right? So that's what Danfeng would do. He asked his closest friend Blade. I told you this was important. Anyway, I think that's what this memory here is supposed to be referencing. Now, I think Blade maybe owed Danfeng a favor, and Danfeng wanted him to research something related to Shuhu in return for that favor, so he parted the waters and gave him 2 hours to do it. But I also think something went very, very wrong here, and I think he ended up being blessed by Shuhu instead, hence his talent, Shuhu's gift. Now, Dan Feng may have tried to heal him, since we know the Vidyadhara bone marrow can stabilize the effects of Mara, and that might explain Blade's unique situation. In fact, we know there's something wrong with Bailu's, quote, dragon heart, and I find it curious that pre-Mara Blade had white hair, but post-Mara Blade has hair that is remarkably similar to Dan Feng's in style.
That is a quick point. I think everybody thought that was weird. Usually it goes the other way around, doesn't it, in animes? Your hair becomes white when you become like powered up. But this guy's hair went from white to black and blue.
Hung and Jing Liu fit into all of this, right? Well, I think Bai Heng caught wind of what these two boys were up to and followed them, only she was a bit more unlucky and didn't make it out alive. Unprepared, she probably died, and Dan Feng may have tried to also revive her by putting her body in an egg, meaning her situation may have been far more severe than Blade's. And I don't just say that lightly. You can actually check out this egg and read its memory of a time where a monstrous malformed dragon burst out of another egg, only to find itself stabbed in the head by a remorseful Jing Liu who softly whispered sorry to it as she did so. You know, like she was regretful, or like she knew who she was killing.
Wait, what?
That malformed dragon was...
So Jing Liu killed Bailu? Or Baihen? Baihen. A woman lands on top of the abominable dragon's head. Her palms hold a ray of frosty light that she stabs downward. What if they made Dan Feng reincarnate whilst erasing his memory? I think all the dragon people, have their memories disappear when they reincarnate. Except for like very special cases that have like the dragon arcanum or some shit.
That malformed dragon was probably Bai Heng undergoing a failed reincarnation.
Really? A failed
But the Vidyadhara
reincarnation?
preceptors probably thought that since Bai Heng had ingested the powers or flesh of the previous High Elder, that she could probably undergo a transformation under different conditions and gain some of his powers, thereby making her a new High Elder and freeing them of having to deal with Dan Feng. Jing Liu probably knew all of this because there's another egg memory where she demands the Vidyadhara let her see how she's doing. And she sounds desperate, or traumatized, or maybe both. Because what hatches out of that egg isn't the Bai Heng she knew, but probably Bailu, a Vidyadhara with no memory of her past self. My theory here is that Jing Liu and Bai Heng had a very similar bond to that of Blade and Dan Feng, so Bai Heng's death would have been particularly difficult for her to stomach. Knowing that two of her companions were at least partly responsible for Bai Heng's death, and that Jing Liu probably could have prevented the whole thing but didn't, is likely what triggered her Mara and sent her on a rampage, leaving only Jing Yuan capable of cleaning up the aftermath. Because you see, soon after all of this, Dan Feng would be charged with sedition and breaking the immortality taboo. He would then be forced to reincarnate as punishment, and his next incarnation would then be exiled, hopping from ship to ship until he finally settled aboard the Astral Express. Blade was probably quietly smuggled off the Xianzhou, maybe by Jing Yuan, where he woke up on another planet entirely, confused, alone, and somehow unable to die. And maybe things would have just ended there as a tragic story of the fall of some Xianzhou heroes, but Jing Liu was not killed by Jing Yuan. Instead, she escaped with vengeance, likely on her mind. Because you see, I think she wants justice for what happened to Bai Heng. We know that first she tracked down Blade and dealt him killing blow after killing blow over and over and over again, but upon realizing that he just wouldn't die, she turned this torture into a type of training for him instead, partly brainwashing his weak Mara-riddled mind in the process. You see, it was actually Jing Liu's creed, that whole, of 5 people, 3 must pay the price. Blade is only repeating his training. Remember, it was Jing Liu who told him to bring that feeling of death to those 3 people she found responsible. And it's Jing Liu who essentially programs Blade into hunting down Dan Heng to carry out a revenge that is not completely his. Now, I say not completely because Blade is also likely resentful at some level. He potentially blames Dan Feng for his current pitiful state, and that blame could manifest into a grudge which the Mara then amplifies to the point of insanity. But regardless, it's Jing Liu who pushes him to that brink. Now, Dan Heng will pay the price for setting the stage for Bai Heng's death. Blade will pay the price for going along with
So
it.
that's why he says that 3 must pay the price. Because in his voice lines, in his character information, he actually says that 3 must pay a price is a phrase that is carved into his every wound, which would make sense because Jing Liu is the one who keeps on repeating it to him while she literally tries to kill him. So that makes sense, but literally nobody's gonna get that because all they see is his trailer, and then he says 3 must pay a price.
And Jing Liu will pay the price for not stopping Bai Heng when she had the chance to do so. Now, there is one
So I
thing
wonder
haven't
if we're
really
going to
touched
be able to
on yet,
fight
and that
Jing
is
Liu
the
at some
accusation
point.
of Dan Feng
I
inciting
feel
a
like
rebellion,
Jing Liu needs to be
or
the main villain
sedition, I
of
guess.
Dan
Now, on the
Hen's story
surface,
quest.
This doesn't appear to be related to the events I've detailed earlier, but if you dig a little bit deeper, the whole sedition thing might be a reference to the reason Dan Feng actually wanted to defeat Shu Hu in the first place. At least if the rest of my theory is correct.
We only have 4 bosses right
This
now for the
undestroyed
Sinjo
letter is a
region,
correspondence that takes place
whereas
after Bai Lu has
Belobog had
hatched and Dan
5,
Feng
right?
has been imprisoned.
So,
What-
okay, so here's what Belobog has. Belobog, you get to fight Bronya, you get to fight Gepardo twice, you get to fight Svarog, Cocolia form number 1, and Cocolia form number 2. So that's 5 bosses, whereas with Shinjo Lofu, we currently only have 4 bosses. We have Kafka, Ebendir, what's her name? Ventilia. And there's another one. The boy's name, Yanqing. Yeah, that's 4 bosses, but I can't think of another one. I think we only got 4 right now. And Yanqing, we get to fight Yanqing twice, the same as we got to do with Gepardo, but the second time was during Kafka's mission. And you can't completely skip that one, so it's kind of like a half boss. Although I will say that Fantilia had 3 phases, so it would make sense for us to get a 5th boss. Hopefully by the end of 1.3 we will have that.
One correspondent mentions researching something very risky that could change the fate of countless people, but if it's successful, it could free them from a predicament spanning millennia. Now, I'm not sure if the Vidyadhara are the them in this letter or if it's the Xianzhou people in general, but this research involves cuttings from the arbor and the creation of the Bloomborn Scion. And I don't know what those are, but it sounds like they might be people born from arbor blossoms. This might mean that they are trying to research a cure for the Mara, and it could also mean that there's some type of exploitation going on in regards to Vidyadhara land, since that's where the samples have been coming from. And then we have a page from the Alchemy Commission's official gazette where it's mentioned that Dan Feng stood up for Vidyadhara affairs, which to me implies that their race as a whole was either being exploited or mistreated, and that it was likely going unaddressed. Add to this the fact that there was political unrest between the Vidyadhara Preceptor Council and the High Elder Dan Feng to the point where some of them have even voiced the desire to usurp his authority. And, you know, there are just a multitude of factors that could have led Dan Feng to at least incite a protest of all things. But I think it's very possible that Dan Feng actually wanted to reclaim the Vidyadhara Palace and perhaps made a proposal to defeat Shu Hu so that they could move back into their homeland. This proposal would have been extremely risky and very dangerous, so no doubt it was rejected, but if Dan Feng went through with it anyway, or tried to, and it went very, very wrong, I could see how that could be construed as an act of sedition. But hey, what do I know? I mean, we have such vague information to work with as it is. Any theory is valid at this point. We're just going to have to wait and see.
Not even Ashikai knows.
I've had one heck of a time trying to piece together all these little bits of information, so I hope at the very least you have found all of this entertaining. However, I will leave you with one more fun little observation while the credits roll. Now, if you watched my last video on the Mara Struck, you know that the Aeon Lan was a Xianzhou native that was willingly possessed by a fire alien known as a Heliobi before they ascended into an Aeon. Now, it turns out Heliobi have 2 very distinct features: their propensity to possess the bodies of others, and taking the physical form of a large teal or bluish-green flame. That should sound pretty familiar because that's literally what Fantalia is. She's a big teal flame that possesses the bodies of others, which means she's likely a Heliobi. Isn't that neat? I kind of wanted to share. I don't think anyone really caught the idea that she's like a fire alien. Like, that is actually what she is. She's like the little, she's like the promare balls of fire. Like, that's
Another thing about the Heliobi is that they possess people and then they drain the emotions from them. And this happens over a span of time, which makes the idea that I think the idea that Ting is going to live is getting less likely the more I learn about Phantalia, which is that Phantalia takes possession of. If she is a Heliobia and Heliobi inhabit other living beings, this is like very deep lore because you have to go into like a list of all the enemies of the Shinjo, and then you'll find out more about the Heliobia. But essentially, the Heliobia were like these spiritual beings that would possess other people during the early years of the Shinjo Luofu, and there was a whole war against them, and eventually the Shinjo people trapped the Heliobi in like these prisons. So they're basically defeated. Apparently, when you go into the artisanship commission, and then you find the furnace being wrapped around by all of those like weeds, that inside that thing is, it's said that there is a Heliobi inside. They literally use the Heliobi as like a source of energy. So it does kind of make sense why. I don't know if they're going to tie this into Phantalia anytime soon, but it would make sense for Phantalia to attack the Shinjo Luofu because essentially they kind of fucked over her race. But I don't know if that's because like the destruction destroyed her race's planet first. So the way that they possess people is that they drain the energy, they drain the emotions from those people and make them do more extreme things so that they can drain like some sort of emotional energy from them. And eventually they will take on aspects of the people that they possess, which would also explain why Phantalia uses the same terms as Tingyun. And that probably speaks to the fact that Tingyun is probably dead, or at least she was actually possessed by Phantalia if that's true. I don't know how much of the lore they're going to tie into the main story though, so we'll have to see in the next patch.
She is kind of.
I have a feeling that we're not even going to see Tingyun next patch. I think we're literally not going to find out what happens to her, and this is going to be a long story arc lasting into the future. That's my gut instinct, at least.
Anyway, I'm gonna wrap things up here, so a big thanks to my channel members for being awesome and their dedicated support to this channel and for everything that I try to do with it. And a big thank you, little viewer, for watching. Take care, stay awesome, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Alright, that's Ashika's video. It was very good. You guys all know where to find Ashika, right? Anyways, I think that'll do it for me today. Thank you all for being here. Luke Mileto, Adria Gailey, Wiratica, Kiddens, Azade, Vault, Lily City. Anybody else I missed? Luke Mileto, I think I already said your name. This is Bench Gamer. I am going to see the bed now because I am a tiny bit tired. When will you do Fontaine? Hopefully by the end of this week. That is the time span I'm giving myself at the very least. I can't say when exactly, but by the end of this week at the very least. I have some stuff to do with making videos. Finally, I can do my videos because I finished the story quest for Honkai Star Rail. Thank God. Anyways, this is Bench Gamer. See you guys later.